The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Video Sports.
For the Cardinals, Connor Klaprick on 3rd down and 2 from the 7. Design QB keeper, Klaprick into the end zone. Touchdown, Fond du Lac.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
Defensive pressure here, brings a man in motion. It's a QB keeper, he gets by 2 defenders. He's to the midfield, and he is off to the races. 20, 10, touchdown Ledgers. Wow, can Bauer go?
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, in-depth analysis, and top-notch production.
Scored midway through the second quarter. Schraffenalga gets the handoff, 25-20 to the 15, weaving to the 10-5, touchdown.
Wow.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multi-year first place winner for best play-by-play in the state.
8-yard line, angling to the 10 to the 20-yard line, 30-yard line, up to 40, up to midfield, down to the 40, 30, 20, Mullins, 10, 5, touchdown!
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones Fond du Lac Advisors, Musa Sheet Metal, Quest Interiors, Sargento Cheese,
American Family Insurance Agent Brad Tagliapietra, Bauer Chiropractic, BCI Burke, Bob's Pizza,
Bristol Morgan Bank, Addison Jones Real Estate, Cole Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage,
Roush Insurance, Smith Builders, Marco Tax Service, AirTech Heating and Cooling,
Anders Auto Parts, Taco Bell, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Holiday Automotive,
Dynamic Chiropractic, Rademan Stone and Landscape, Everson Law Office, Hopper's Screen Printing and Custom Embroidery,
Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Integrity Saw and Tool, Fondy Family Dental, Into the Woods Wellness,
St. Mary Springs Academy, Lens Truck Center, Fond du Lac Credit Union, Marion University,
Right Way Home Improvement, New Medical Center, Scotty's Auto Works,
National Exchange Bank and Trust, Pizza Ranch, Silica for your home, Pino Construction,
Real Estate Agent Brock Fleischer, Back in Action,
Camera Casino.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Fox Den here at Omro High School. Omro welcoming the St. Mary Springs Ledgers here for this first game of the Flyaway Standings competition. Cool, crisp day here out in Omro. Already the first week of September has flown by, so some of that warmer weather that we're used to in the August month is well past us now, and we got some cool, crisp Friday Night Light football, some WIA football to come your way between two teams that have gotten off to really polar opposite starts here. St. Mary Springs 2-0 through their non-conference games, where Omro has struggled through their non-conference schedule. St. Mary coming into this game 2-0 with wins over Lake Country Lutheran. They took care of them 35-12 at home at Fruth Field, and then last week took care of Edgewood 27-10 at Breese Stevens Field. And now they head for their second away game matchup of the season here at Omro High School against the Foxes, who again a polar opposite start as opposed to the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, as they lose 42-0 in their opener against Berlin High School out in Berlin. And then the home opener last week against Winneconne, they lose 60-7. So Omro looking to turn things around if they can here against St. Mary Springs. Both teams come into this game with some stuff to work on here. First matchup here for both teams in the Flyaway standings, so should be a good one here tonight from Omro High School. High School Sports Day on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these four Fond du Lac Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Jeff Willis, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellistad. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. I am Dylan Eckert, taking you through the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. We will step aside, and at the tail end of the break here, the Lens Truck Center Play of the Week will be shown. Each week, Radio Plus will feature a Play of the Week. Vote for your favorite at the end of the season at RadioPlusInfo.com. That's RadioPlusInfo.com. Our Quest Interior scoreboard, 25 minutes and counting to the start of this one between Omro and St. Mary Springs here on RP Sports.
If you're considering building a home, it's important to sit down and have a conversation with your realtor, your financial advisor, or your builder. Signature Homes has client appointments throughout the course of the week that specifically just discuss, is it right for you? Does it make sense? Is this the right timing? Can we be the right builder? Can we provide the right product? We really don't have a limitation to what we build or who we build for. It really comes down to what you need and if we're a fit. And we're certainly going to do everything we can to bring your signature home to life.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. Making your move and storage of goods simple.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
AirTech delivers whatever it takes service to take care of you. Bryant and AirTech Heating of Fond du Lac.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy to pre- and post-orthopedic surgery to work-related and sports injuries, the staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to your treatment, recovery, and return to the lifestyle you're looking for. With locations in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein, Back in Action has a one-on-one approach that's second to none. Learn more at backinactionrehab.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from Omro High School. Omro Foxes hosting the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. We'll quickly go over the Sargento Cheese starting lineups for both sides. First, looking at St. Mary Springs, Ben Anderson has had a stellar start to the season, filling in at that quarterback position. Last week, he put up 179 passing yards and 1 touchdown. He also had 17 carries for 69 yards running the ball, so he is a dual threat at the quarterback spot. Can really do anything there under center. Starting running back will be Will Stellmacher, along with Ben Anderson, a real threat in the backfield there. 53 yards and 2 touchdowns last week against Edgewood on the road. And then a solid wide receiver core for this St. Mary Ledger offense. Khalil Rebeck, Ben Baker, and Brody Highland. Highland going back and forth in between that slot, with Rebeck and Baker on the outsides. Baker had 44 yards and a touchdown in last week's game against Edgewood. Noah Mull at starting tight end. He's one of those players who we'll see go both ways. Very good defender as well. And then that starting offensive line, the 2 tackles, Ephraim O'Brien, Beckett Longley, and then the 2 guards, we have Jackson Peltz and Connor Cluck. And then leading that offensive line at the center position is Caden Pitts. Moving to the defensive side of the ball, Pitts, Longley, and Cluck all play both ways, and they set up the 3-4 defense that St. Mary Springs runs. Pitts, Longley, Cluck, the 3 down linemen. The outside linebackers, we have Josiah O'Brien and Braden Freund. And then the inside linebackers, Tate Schoofs and Noah Mull. Schoofs 15 tackles last week and Mull 11. These guys are stellar when it comes to protecting inside at the inside linebacker spot. Schoofs leads this team in tackles, and he's been a defensive leader thus far all year. Expect big things from him tonight. And then at the outside corners, we have Ben Baker playing both ways at receiver and cornerback, joined by Jax Lenz, number 22. And then Brody Highland also playing both ways at that slot position and also safety. He's joined by number 1, Jack Holzman at that safety spot. Then we move to the home Foxes, the Omro starting lineup. A lot of players going both ways, so I'll go down here in numerical order. Wyatt Powers, Mason Huth, Parker Kashiboski, Jason Lakash, Brock Fry at that starting quarterback spot, Nick Steffen, Jacob Callis at that tight end spot, Tanner Piper doing the kicking for the Foxes this evening, Gage Stojakovic, Liam Forster, Alex Budwit, Kiefer Stapleton, Xavier Penza, and Devin Allison. Those last 5 round out the starting 5 on the offensive line. A lot of those guys also playing both ways. We talked about St. Mary Springs. They have a lot of their good players, star players playing both ways. The same can be said for Omro, probably even more as far as both ways. A lot of guys going both ways here, and that's going to be a key for St. Mary Springs to really attack on that, as those players could get tired a lot faster going both sides of the ball, on and off the field, on and off. So that is something St. Mary Springs will probably look to capitalize on. When we come back, we will get the Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report, but this has been your Sargento Cheese starting lineup. Start your new career at careers.sargento.com. We'll be back in 3 here on RP Sports, live from Omro High School.
We need play at all ages and stages of life to keep us and our communities healthy and happy and full of energy and excitement. At Burke, development, research, design, innovation, wellness, and connection guide us each and every day and help us bring the highest level of play to the communities we serve. Play gives us the power to connect. It tells us anything is possible and that we are always capable. The time is now to play.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Brock Fleischer here with Homestead Realty. I know that buying and selling a home can be stressful. I'm here to help. Are you ready to sell? I have buyers waiting for a home just like yours. Are you looking to buy? I can sell any home that's on the market, and I'm here to get you pre-approved to purchase, along with finding the best loan and lender for your situation. I'll even go as far as arranging movers. For an easier real estate transaction, give me a call. Brock Fleischer, 920-960-0555.
Sargento has definitely given me some opportunities. I am able to live in a beautiful place like this, able to pursue all my passions and hobbies. They want us to have a good quality of life.
In 1925, Winnebago Lutheran Academy opened their doors to the first class of Vikings. For the last 99 years, WLA has offered a welcoming and safe environment for our students to learn and grow. We are continually blessed with a dedicated faculty and staff who inspire our students in their academic pursuits and, most importantly, in their spiritual lives. As we begin our 100th year of education, we look back on all the blessings we have received from God and acknowledge the grace upon grace He has provided. Thank you, Fond du Lac and surrounding communities, for 100 years of continuous support.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Connect with the road. Love what you drive and where you get it during the SUV season sales event at Holiday. Shop Wisconsin's #1 for giant selection, get more Mazda for your money, more for your trade, and score enticing offers like rates as low as 0% on Mazda favorites, while you enjoy Team Holiday's exceptional guest care.
This team is tight and passionate about taking care of their drivers.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Mazda Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
At Camera Casino, we are making magic happen.
If you have a lot of slides sitting at home, we can magically put them on a CD for you. Need a different lens? We can fix that.
If you need something to carry all of your equipment, watch this. Oh, sometimes smaller is better.
Whether you're looking for cameras, tripods, or accessories, Camera Casino can make magic happen for you.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. Making your move and storage of goods simple.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Here we go.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 976 East Johnson Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses. And Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Omro High School. We're the Fox Den at Omro High School. St. Mary Springs traveling here to Omro for this first game of flyway standing competition for each of these. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show here. I'm Dylan Eckert on the call. We got Carrie here next alongside of me and a full camera crew down below us. We'll start with the Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. Got pain, see Shane, Dr. Shane Bauer. For the Omro Foxes, Keegan Miller, Neko Stojevac, and Justin Schmick, all without pads this evening. Lucas Kasubowski, also injured in that first game, has not played since with that knee injury. His brother Parker Kasubowski, the younger brother, kind of stepping up and he will be playing tonight. But yeah, Lucas, with that knee injury early on in the season, has not played since. So that's an unfortunate loss for Omro. He was a defensive back, 6'2", $175, good cover. So that's a big loss there for Omro, but he has not played since with that knee injury. He's down there on crutches right now, I can see. So unfortunate for them. Not much to report on St. Mary Springs that was different from last week. Last week they talked about Armani Fisher. He is done for the year with an ACL tear. So unfortunate to lose him, a defensive back wide receiver caliber. And then Lucas Babler, the punter kicker for this team. Don't know exactly when he got injured, but he is down there not suited up. So he is obviously inactive for this game. Omro, I believe, won the coin toss, so they are going to receive, I believe, from the west end zone. So we will get to that later on in our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. And we have the Right Way Home Improvement opening kickoff coming up. 9:16 and counting from our Quest Interior scoreboard. Unfortunately, this week there is no Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview, so we are without that in this pregame show. But when we come back, we will look at our keys to the game built by Pino Construction and Pino Buildings. Turn your vision into reality. RP Sports live here from Omro High School.
Each week, Len's Truck Center of Fond du Lac salutes our Play of the Week. This week, from St. Mary Springs Academy's win over Edgewood, Ben Anderson connected with Ben Baker.
Anderson, what do you got? Play action. This one to Ben Baker on the screen.
Pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
Each week, Len's Truck Center of Fond du Lac salutes our Play of the Week. This week, from St. Mary Springs Academy's win over Edgewood, Ben Anderson connected with Ben Baker.
Anderson, what do you got? Play action. This one to Ben Baker on the screen. Able to make a man miss. Another man miss. Cutting inside. Cuts again. A touchdown. Ben Baker. Taking ankles all over the field.
Shake and bake, no pun intended. Wow, what a killer screen. He's actually catching the ball negative. He's actually catching the ball behind the line of scrimmage. So that ball, he juked out 4 guys, Frankie. What a great run by number 4, Ben Baker. Impressive.
Baker's second reception of the day goes for 6, and he had to do it. Had to go through a few men to get there, but he did it.
Well, Bob Howland challenged his team to march down the field and score a touchdown this first half and take the wins out of the Crusader sails, and that's exactly what his offense did, led by Ben Anderson.
Anderson, 11 out of 19 for 179 and that touchdown. Ben Baker led the team in receptions. The Ledgers beat Edgewood 27-10. A reminder, you can vote for the Play of the Year, soon to come at our Facebook page.
We got the truck. I'm not sure who your mom and dad are. I know your wife's mom.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Sargento has definitely given me some opportunities. I am able to live in a beautiful place like this, able to pursue all my passions and hobbies. They want us to have a good quality of life.
If you're considering building a home, it's important to sit down and have a conversation with your realtor, your financial advisor, or your builder. Signature Homes has client appointments throughout the course of the week that specifically just discuss, is it right for you? Does it make sense? Is this the right timing? Can we be the right builder? Can we provide the right product? We really don't have a limitation to what we build or who we build for. It really comes down to what you need and if we're a fit. And we're certainly going to do everything we can to bring your signature home to life.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Listen to 95 and 96.1 The Rock on your smart speakers. Just ask your device to play WTCX. Or listen on your smartphone by downloading the free TuneIn Radio app. Everything that rocks. 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
Listen to Sunny 97.7 on your smart speakers. Just ask your device to play WFDL FM. Or listen on your smartphone by downloading the free TuneIn Radio app and searching WFDL FM. Songs that make you feel good. Sunny 97.7.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Dylan Eckhart here. Brad Lentz has just arrived. Brad, good to have you here on the call with us.
Thanks for having me, Dylan.
And we will jump right into the keys to the game built by Pino Construction and Pino Buildings. Turn your vision into reality. We're talking pregame about how, Omro has a lot of players going both ways, as does St. Mary Springs. So it's really going to be trying to, Omro, with the amount of guys that they have going both ways, that's going to be a lot of tiring, a lot of heat on them. St. Mary Springs definitely going to attack that early, I would imagine.
The St. Mary Springs football coach is Bob Highland. He's a offensive lineman. He likes to run the ball. He will pass because he knows he's got to do some passing to make things go, especially when it gets to playoff time and you start playing even better teams. But he will want to run the ball first, establish the run, and Omro is very mismatched tonight. They're 0-2. Springs is 2-0. On paper, this should be not even close. Springs wants to play fundamentally sound football and get out of here with no injuries.
Yeah, on paper, definitely, and be polar opposite starts for both these teams. Like I mentioned earlier on in the game, St. Mary Springs, being real good on that offensive side, as well as, the defensive side as well. And Omro really just hasn't been able to get any offensive push going. Only 7 points on the season, Brad.
And they're giving up tons of points.
Exactly.
So it's a tidal wave of problems for Omro right now. They're giving up points. They're not stopping anything going on the offense side, on the other side of the ball. So this is going to be a tough order for Omro. They are young, they're inexperienced, and they're going up against a very good St. Mary Springs team that's red hot right now, 2-0.
Yeah, and with, Ben Anderson, who's just been stellar at quarterback to start this season. Mentioned last week, 179 yards passing and then a touchdown, and then also a dual threat. He can pass, he can run. 17 carries last week for 69 yards, so they got a dual threat under center at quarterback there.
Not just that, but he's the team leader. This team is going to go as far as Ben Anderson takes them with his legs and his arm. So far, I cannot be happier with his start of the season. He has played excellent both games, arguably the player of the game for both games. The quarterback gets all the glory here at St. Mary Springs, and he deserves every bit of it.
And we expect them to do big things tonight here against, like you said, Brad, a mismatch here against Omro. For a minute and 39 counting here on our Quest Interior scoreboard. We'll be coming back here on the tail end of this next break for the Right Way Home Improvement opening kickoff. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home project today. Contact Right Way Home Improvement today for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999 or visit rightwaybuilt.com. RP Sports live from Omro High School.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Here's Barb, another great success story from Into the Woods Wellness of Fond du Lac.
It is set up for you to succeed, and they walk with you and encourage you and give you a lot of information, a lot of opportunities and choices, and they are your biggest cheerleaders. And so I would definitely recommend it. It is life-changing. I am no longer on any medications. It is just supplements. I no longer take any prescriptions and don't regret it at all. So you will be received well and cared for well here.
To start your own wellness journey, head to IntoTheWoodsJourney.com.
The Taco Bell Cantina Chicken Menu. Let's get into it. When we hit on the flavor for this slow-roasted chicken, we were like, that's it, let's go. The burrito. See that purple cabbage? And here comes the pico. The quesadilla is like chicken, cheese, cheese, cheese. And the crispy taco? It's all about the avocado verde salsa. We love this menu so much, we made it permanent. The new Cantina Chicken Menu. Not just for late night, and not for a limited time. Only at Taco Bell.
They put indentions in?
No, tonight's starting lineup starts with visitors from St. Mary's Springs Academy, and their starters on defense.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Back here on RP Sports, Dylan Eckhart, Brad Lenz bringing you the call here from Omro High School. Omro won the coin toss, I believe. They are going to receive to kick things off here. We got the starting lineups going on.
Senior at number 10, Braden Coyne. A senior at number 32, Josiah.
One thing, Dylan, I noticed Omro played the St. Mary Springs school song. Talk about sportsmanship. Jeez,
Yeah.
they rolled out everything here. We appreciate that, Omro.
Absolutely, yeah. They did the
Maybe
national anthem as well.
Are they possibly hoping that we take it easy on them? I'm not sure how this is going to go.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, definitely that mismatch on paper that we talked about for sure. But we talked about also, the weather tonight, and we're already a week through September, which, just seems crazy. And that warm, humid air that August brings is now out, and we got some chillier weather here in this September night here.
The wind is coming straight out of the north. It's a little brisk, about 50-some degrees. The most interesting thing about this stadium is it goes east and west. Most football stadiums go north and south, and you never have the sun by the end zone. But this one, when you're going west, you're looking straight into the sun. It's very interesting to see how this will play out. It's early in the season, so the sun is still going to be up for the first 15, 20 minutes of this game. Another thing I noticed, we're not on turf tonight, so the grass is very uneven. If you look at the grass, especially vertically from our viewing camera here, it almost looks like they took a tractor and cut the grass. It doesn't look as bad as Laconia has in some years, but definitely we should watch that. I mean, there's definitely spots. I was down there in the field before the game. There's definitely spots that were taller grass than others, and we'll just have to see how that goes. One thing to note, Omro's very hurt tonight. They have lots of injuries. They are on their third string quarterback. They started the season with number 23, Lucas Kazabuski. He was their starter. He got hurt in the second quarter of their first game. They then brought in the sophomore, Ralphie King, who was a load last year in the JV level as a freshman. He was a very talented quarterback last year as a freshman. He got hurt as well. They're on their third string quarterback, Dylan. Number 8, Brock Fry, is going to be leading them tonight.
Yeah, and he got that start last week, and then you mentioned Kasubowski, that knee injury, and has not played since. So he's been a big loss for the Omro team. So we'll see if they can salvage anything here against the visiting St. Mary Springs Ledgers.
One thing to note, St. Mary Springs, for years and years, their front line here on kickoff return, their first 5 guys would come back, and they would angle in between each other, zigzag, if you will. Bob Highland has recently X'd that, and now they're just going straight back, forming the wall, and trying to find someone. We'll see how that goes tonight.
Tanner Piper will raise that right hand and get ready to boot it away to kick this one off. St. Mary Springs will receive.
You don't want to kick to this guy.
And it's Noah Mole to kick things off. The big tight end there running over some guys.
Running over
and
guys.
a stiff
Wow.
arm before he gets out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Ledgers.
You got to love that from the captain senior coming, getting the ball and running over guys. He wasn't looking to juke anyone out. He was looking to put his shoulder down and put a full head of steam on anyone he could hit.
And that he did with 2 Foxes that he got down right away before being chased out of bounds at the 40.
Now, not only is Omro on their third-string quarterback, they're on their third-string safeties. St. Mary Springs knows that. Look for them to pick on those safeties early. I wouldn't be surprised if they do a first down pass here. Let's see what happens.
And you know Ben Anderson's going to be all over any mismatches he can find. So come out here for their first play at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position.
Only
to
one
kick things
safety.
off.
Look for Ben Anderson to throw deep here.
Anderson takes a snap. Rolling right. Has some pressure to start. Is going to throw out.
He had Brody Highland on the big out. They called it the big out. He had him open, but Ben Anderson was on duress that whole time. He was rolling out, but he wasn't gaining ground rolling out. What Springs likes to do is when they roll out, they like to roll out and put the pressure on the defense. Is he going to run or is he going to pass? There was no threat for him to run the ball because he was 8, 9, 10 yards in the backfield, Dylan.
Yeah, had a shot for Brody Highland. Just missed him there. That's going to start 2nd and 10 for the Ledger offense.
I don't fault the Ledgers for trying to throw the ball, especially against only one safety, and he's got a little experience. But now look for them some smash mouth football. Look for them to get their running backs the ball here.
Stellmacher is lined up next to Anderson. He'll take the first handoff. Gets a good 5 there to about the 35-yard line. Good starting run there for Will Stellmacher.
And, of course, they're going to get Will Stellmacher more carries, I believe, this week than they did last week. Ben Anderson, I believe, ran a little bit more than what St. Mary Springs would like him to run. He's not frail, but he's definitely not the big body that Brody Highland, Will Stellmacher, Maul are. Those guys are big dudes that can really take a lot of hits. Ben Anderson's a little bit more fleet of foot.
Yeah, Noah Maul proved his durability there with the first play of the game coming off that kick return.
And Maul, if you remember, Maul only ran the ball one time last week. Look for them to get Maul in the offense. I wouldn't be surprised if they get the ball early in the game here.
Anderson lined up in the shotgun. He's going to motion Noah Maul, and it'll hand it off to him. Maul
Big
running
hole.
right. First down and more, able to get through, still on his feet, and gets past midfield, past the 40-yard line of the Omro Foxes.
And Omro had no contain there. If you watch Omro's defensive ends, they're a little slow off the ball. They're definitely not as talented as what we've played in the last couple weeks. Lake Country Lutheran, Mass and Edgewood had a very talented defensive line. Not nearly as talented as Omro's defensive line. They are putting 4 guys with their hands on the ground trying to stop the run, and we'll see how that goes. So far, not so good.
Only the second run play that the Ledgers have ran, and it's a first down and more for Noah Maul.
And again, first down, look for Ben Anderson to throw here.
Maul motions again, this time to the left side. Anderson in shotgun with Stellmacher next to him. Fakes the handoff, and there's that throw. Finds Maul. Gets to the 20, hurdles over a man, and he gets to about the 15 before he is down.
Maul already having a game. How many times have we called his name? He got the kickoff return, he got the jet sweep, and now another pass. That's 3 plays he's had the ball. There's only been 5 plays this whole game.
Exactly, and only 3 real big plays there from the tight end.
Well, and Maul's looking to play at the next level. He wants to play some college football. He's trying to set the pace right now and say, hey, look, I'm talented on both sides of the ball. Well, we got flags all over the place. It's got to be on the defense because the Ledgers were still in the huddle.
Yeah, both the line judges came to the middle and threw those flags down. Officials meeting between them. We'll see what this is about. Quite a lengthy meeting between the 3 officials there. But yeah, if we haven't said his name enough, I mean, Noah Maul, 6'3", 220, graduating this year.
And he's a quick 6'3", 220.
Exactly.
He's not clumsy at all. You should see him on the basketball court. He's very talented, very fleet of foot. We just tried to jump over an Omro defensive back there.
Yeah.
He almost did it. We should maybe get him to come out for track.
Yeah.
High hurdles, maybe. That's his calling.
Yeah, get that hurdle down.
I'm not sure what the holdup is.
Yeah, this is quite a lengthy meeting between the head official and one of the line referees.
Those offensive linemen for the Ledgers will not complain because they do a lot of those guys go both ways, and it's very common, at least first couple of games this year, they got tired as the game went on. So any little rest like this is much appreciated, those big dudes pushing people around up front.
Looks like it is going to be against St. Mary Springs.
The penalty is for hurdle.
And the Ledgers will be sent back to a 1st and 10 here.
Looks like Will Stelmacher's out of the game. Number 81, Garver Beekle, is in the game. When Garver's in the game, look for him to go for a pass. Last week, he had a great week last week against Mans Edgewood. 2 big passes. That's number 81. He's right now next to Ben Anderson. Look for him to do something special here. Definitely a pass here. They got 4 wide receivers going out.
Yep, they motion Beekle out to the slot, leaving Anderson alone. Anderson looking that
Beekle's
way.
Wide open.
He's going to look to him.
Ooh, nice
and batted away. Good defensive play there.
And that's a tough play by that safety. He's out there all along. Most defenses around this area will have 2 safeties in the middle of the field. Omro's going with 1 safety, and the reason they're doing that is they're putting more guys in the box to stop the run. You got to stop the run. You got to force the Ledgers to pass the ball. Ledgers have been somewhat successful, but now they're only 1 for 3. And now we got a 2nd and long.
And that was Brock Fry, the 6'1 senior, coming out of nowhere to bat that pass away.
Will Stelmacher back in the game. Look for them to put it back on the ground. They have not ran option yet, so look for Ledgers to get Ben Anderson the ball and let him do some fancy stuff.
Stelmacher only 1 carry. They motion Maul right in front. They'll hand it to Stelmacher now. His 2nd carry of the game slips up, and his knee was down at about the 28-yard line.
Now, if this was the NFL, I'm not telling anyone to change a channel and turn on the Packer game, but if this is the NFL, you can keep going. In high school or college, as soon as your knee goes down, you are down. There's nothing the defense has to do to touch you. But in the NFL, you could fall down and literally get up and keep going.
Right. Yeah, you can be down and untouched, and you still got momentum to work with. But Stelmacher slips there behind lead blockers. And that'll set up a 3rd and long here for the Ledgers.
They got a far side of the field from the far side there. Look for Ben Anderson to run some type of option where he can keep it or pitch it.
Anderson's got Stelmacher next to him. They motion. And there it is. He'll keep it, go inside, break some tackles, and run over. And I believe that will be enough for a Ledger 1st down.
Great play call. It didn't seem like the passing game was clicking. And the Ledgers will like to run option to the far side that gives Ben Anderson more grass to explore. So he can do a lot more things. He can pitch the ball. He can tuck the ball. He can even tuck the ball, run for a bit, and pitch later. Even if he goes past the line of scrimmage, Dylan, he can still pitch the ball as long as it's behind him.
That was well executed there by that Ledger offense. They motioned Brody Highland outside as that outside option. Anderson kept it, though, and it was enough for a 1st down, keeping this drive alive. Stelmacher now next to him on the opposite end.
Look for them to run now with Stelmacher here to the near side.
They'll motion Highland back in. And Anderson going to keep. Met right at the line of scrimmage there. Good defense there from the Foxes.
I will tip my hat to Omro there. That was a great gang tackle, like 7 or 8 guys in a tackle there. We really want to get out of this game. Of course, the Ledgers want a W, but they really want to get out of this game healthy because the meat of the schedule is coming up. We want Ben Anderson to remain healthy. He's been healthy all year, thank goodness, because the backup quarterback's only a sophomore, and I'm not sure if he's quite ready for the Friday Night Lights yet. Ben Anderson's a senior. He's the leader of this team, but we want him to gain yards, of course, but it's sometimes we hold our breath because Ben Anderson never wants to go down. He wants to take that on that extra hit.
A fearless guy under center in Ben Anderson. They'll line up the shotgun motion. Highland. They'll hand it off to Highland this time. And Highland gets about 4 on that one.
And I believe the Ledgers now, there was an injury to report early in the week, around Wednesday. Their starting kicker, Lucas Babler, pulled his quad a little bit. Nothing serious, he said. He thought he would be able to play tonight, but the backup kicker is also a sophomore, Bentley Coots. He was kicking all week as the plan to be the #1 guy tonight. We'll see. They're definitely, if they don't get here, they will kick it. I could see them going for it, but it'll be interesting to see who they march out there for the field goal kicker.
Yeah, I did mention that in the pregame. Babler not suited up over there. Almost lost that one. They'll hand it off to Stelmacher.
Nice
Stelmacher
run.
gets through, still running, and is able to get a 1st down and more.
That was a great run by Stelmacher. Not only did he make the first guy miss, he ran over the second guy. And you like to see that combination of running back. Is he shifty? Yes. Is he powerful? Yes. Will Stelmacher's got it all.
That puts the Ledgers at about the 2-yard line here.
Look for the Ledgers not to run anything left and right. They'll look either to hand it to Stelmacher over the tackle or Ben Anderson take it himself.
And they'll hand it to Stelmacher. And he is in for the touchdown, and the Ledgers strike first on a near-perfect opening drive. From the opening kickoff to every single play there, they got 6.
Stelmacher on a touchdown run. He had 2 touchdowns last week. Now he's already got one in the first quarter. He's really been coming on strong. He's the junior running back that was battling for the starting position all offseason, and here he is shining on Fridays.
He punches it in with ease there. I believe only 3 or 4 runs they went to him that time.
And they got Bentley Coots. Now, Bentley was a freshman last year, and he was actually the starting kicker on varsity last year as a freshman because Lucas Babler was also hurt. So now he's the starting kicker tonight.
Coots will await the snap, punt it up, and it is right through the uprights. And the Ledgers strike first with, again, a near-perfect drive. They go up 7-0 here, visiting the Omro Foxes. We'll take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be back for Omro's first drive here on RP Sports.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Eckhart, Brad Lenz here on the call at the Fox Den here at Omro High School. Ledgers score with a perfect drive of their own to go up 7-0 to start.
And Bentley Cooks has been the kickoff kicker all season. So this is nothing new for the Ledgers here to have Bentley kicking off.
Coots will await the whistle, wave that right hand, and a swing of the right leg sends that ball way back.
Oh, perfect kick for Bentley Coots.
Good location there. It'll be Mason Huth going through for Omro. A good kick return to start off for them. He gets just shy of about the 30-yard line.
They'll talk about that at film next week. Number 9, Kale Krusik, was on the near side. He was the contained man. He's got to have his head on a swivel. He got blindsided and got decleated on that play. That could have been very bad for the Ledgers because they'd lost contain. Luckily, the Ledgers were swarming to the ball and stopped them for not too bad. We're starting at the 29-yard line. 71 yards to go to pay dirt.
So now here comes that Omro offense, which you mentioned, Brad, in the pregame, is beat up down to their third-string quarterback in Brock Fry.
Look for them to do very little passing, Dylan. This is a third-string quarterback. This is going to be lots of runs.
And they are lined up in ISO to start things off. Very different than what the Ledgers did.
What a great play by Cluck.
Yeah, great defensive penetration there for the Ledgers.
Well, Cluck shedded his block and made the tackle for a loss.
Jason Lakash took the ball on that first run for the Foxes. Expect him to do most of the running tonight for Omro.
Number 60, Cannon Cluck with that last tackle. He's 6'1", 235. He's a man among boys. He's a very physical, strong athlete. Watch number 60 to dominate this game.
Yeah, and Cluck plays both ways along that offensive and defensive side of the ball. But he makes the most of it. They'll go in that same formation. Fry will look to pass. He'll look down, has a man, and a first down to kick things off for Omro.
Well, very impressive, Omro. 1 for 1. Very impressive. Third-string quarterback to come out here and to complete his first pass has got to be very good for his team's morale and also his confidence.
Yeah, very good feeling going forward here as they're able to move the chains. They get just past the 40, about the 42-yard line. Jacob Callis, the tight end, the 6'2", 180 tight end there.
And he wasn't even the starting tight end at the start of the season. The quarterback was the starting tight end. In fact, on the roster, the quarterback number 8 is listed as a tight end and defense back. Now he's playing quarterback.
Fry will pitch it off to Huth.
Great play by number 10, Braden Freund. Came up, set the edge, kept the contain, but didn't get blown out. Stopped it for his linebackers to clean stuff up.
Yeah, that was Braden Freund. And Cannon Cluck, you also mentioned there 2 plays ago.
Yeah, Freund didn't make the tackle, but he made the play. Freund set the edge and made sure that running back couldn't get outside, and Cluck cleaned it up.
We do have an injury timeout at midfield. One of the Omro players is down, so we will step aside real quick for about a minute. You're listening to RP Sports here from Omro High School.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
AirTech delivers whatever it takes service to take care of you. Bryant and AirTech Heating of Fond du Lac.
There's a true team culture here. You see it, you feel it, and it makes the guest experience so much better.
Get here and get more truck or SUV for your buck and score enticing offers during Wisconsin's best 2024 closeout sale. Connect with Team Holiday for giant selection, get more for your trade, and enjoy the genuine guest care at Wisconsin's #1. Come take a test drive, find yours, and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
The Roush Insurance Agency, and proud to sponsor our local athletes doing what they love. Do you have people in your life that you love? Your loved ones count on you. Hi, this is Tony Walters, agent with the
Welcome back, ladies
Roush.
and gentlemen, live from Omro High School. Dylan Eckhart, Brad Lenz with RP Sports. Just had an injury timeout, and we are back. Omro on offense. That was Jacob Callis, who was down at midfield. Looks like a knee or leg injury of some sort, but he's there walking it off. Looking to be okay.
Billy Everson came in late on that play. Actually, no, that was 66. Billy Everson came in. He's on the near side tackle. They tried to take Cluck out, give him a little rest. They brought the junior in, 66. They ran right at Billy, but Billy Everson did a good job shedding his block and making the tackle. They gained a couple yards, but now it's 3rd and long. That's what the Ledgers want to do. They want to put Omro in a passing situation, force this quarterback to pass. Think about it. All summer long, he wasn't doing 7-on-7 throwing the ball. He was probably maybe one of the receivers.
Right.
Blitz.
Brock Fry under center. That's going to be Freund on the blitz. Pressure coming. Fry able to get rid of it, and it's picked off there. And that is Ben Baker. We've seen him do stuff like that all year, and he's got the first pick of the game. We do have a flag, though, at about the 40-yard line.
You don't want to throw at number 4, Ben Baker. He anticipates the ball so well. He makes it look like the guy's open. He just sat there just almost wanting that quarterback to throw to his side. That's a sign of a great defensive back. When the defensive back wants the quarterback to throw towards your area, he picked it off and he yelled, "Oskies." That meant all other 10 guys said, "Hey, we got the ball. We're blocking." But unfortunately, the Ledgers had a hold on the play. But it was after the interception, so it'll be Ledger ball.
Right. Yeah, hold on the play, so that'll just bring some yardage back. And it looks like they're going to be just past midfield into Omro territory, or right at midfield, rather that. So complete shift in momentum. It looked like Omro was kind of trying to, churn butter a little bit, start working a little bit with that Callis play that got them the first down on play number 2. Then Ben Baker says, "No, sir, we're going to get the ball right back." Anderson in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, drop back, looking deep to the right side. Has Noah Mole. First down and more on the sideline. Wrapped down right past the 30-yard line.
What a great catch by number 2, Noah Mole again. I mean, Ben Anderson, that was a tough throw. Ben Anderson threw it a little high, but luckily for Ben Anderson, Mall's 6'2" and can jump out of the gym. He went up all the way, every inch he needed to get that ball with his fingertips.
And Mall did great in getting some separation there as he looked to not have much competition at all to go up for that ball.
The reason Mall was so open is he ran up to his defensive back and just threw him down, and that's totally legal. As long as the ball's not in the air, the defensive back can hit the wide receiver as much as he wants, and the wide receiver can hit as much as he wants, and Mall is just physically stronger than number 1 for Omro.
Anderson lines up in that shotgun we've seen before. They motioned Highland. He'll fake the handoff to Stellmacher and throw it to Baker. Baker's got some lead blockers, but trips as he's just shy of the 20-yard line.
They call that killer screen. That play is designed to go to Ben Baker and Ben Baker only. He's going to have 2 guys coming out there to block. He's going to have O'Brien, who's the left tackle. The near side tackle's coming out there to block. And they had number 5, Brody Highland. Brody and Ephraim O'Brien had some okay blocks there, but no pancakes. There wasn't much for Baker to take it to the house. But, again, 9 yards. We'll take that all day.
And they will be looking at a 2nd and 1 here. I would expect probably a run to Stellmacher or something of that sort, just to punch in this first down. They'll motion Maul. Maul right in front. There's the handoff to Stellmacher. Stellmacher going to get the first down and more. Still got room to run. A lot of green to work with. And into the end zone, nearly walks in there as he gets around that Omro defense. It's a touchdown for Will Stellmacher, his 2nd of the evening.
Will Stellmacher has been a touchdown hog lately. Just wants the ball, finding pay dirt. Got to love that from the junior.
And he is having himself a game. Had 2 touchdowns last week against Madison Edgewood, and then 2 to match that.
I'm not sure he was even touched on that play, Dylan. I don't think anyone, if this was flag football, I think he would have had a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't believe so either.
And that's not a good sign for Omro. When the running back for St. Mary Springs in the first quarter is getting touchdowns untouched from 12, 15 yards out, this is going to be a long day for the Foxes.
Bentley Coots ready to send the extra point away.
They brought the house. So. Well, Omro still hasn't quit. I mean, they sent 3 guys to block that kick. They're going to try to play every down as hard as they can.
14-0. It's been all St. Mary Springs. They're able to score off a Ben Baker pick, and then Will Stellmacher seals the deal, punches it in for them. We'll take a quick 30-second break and be back here on RP Sports.
The Roush Insurance Agency, and proud to sponsor our local athletes doing what they love. Do you have people in your life that you love? Your loved ones count on you. Hi, this is Tony Walters, agent with the Roush Insurance Agency. Let us at the Roush Insurance Agency give you a free, no-obligation life insurance quote so you're safe and secure for when the unexpected happens. To find out more about your free, no-obligation quote, give us a call today. The Roush Insurance Agency, properly insuring you for your future. Good luck, area athletes, on your quest to a state title.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been all St. Mary Springs Ledgers so far. They are up 14-0 with 4 minutes left here on our Quest Interior scoreboard. Bentley Coots to kick it away.
A little shorter this time. Not as much leg as the first kick.
And it'll be Mason Huth on the return once again. And wrapped up just past the 30-yard line by Josiah O'Brien.
What a great play by Josiah O'Brien, number 32. Comes up, hits his guy, sheds his block, makes the tackle. You got to love that. Josiah O'Brien missed last week, and Coach Highland challenged him in the team room and said, you better hit as hard as you can the first 20 plays you're in. And there he took Coach Highland's advice, and what a great play by number 32.
And that's exactly what Coach Highland wants to see on the special teams. He just wants 11 dogs going to the ball, and Josiah O'Brien does just that.
The senior. The Ledgers are going to have 5 guys on the line here almost. Going to force Omro to try to pass.
They're going to motion Huth, and they will hand it off there. And it's Freund right in on the tackle right away at the 35-yard line.
They'll have difficulty, to say the least, to try to run against that front.
Jason Lacoste running the ball once again.
One thing I've noticed, I don't see any of the Ledgers tired yet. We've had a couple little flags to give them an extra rest. It's a cool night. Their first 2 games this season were very hot and sticky. When you're playing both ways and it's 80, 85 degrees out, it can be extremely hard to play both ways. It doesn't look like the Ledgers will have that problem tonight, not to mention they've had 2 more weeks of practice to get conditioned.
Here's the handoff to Lacoste. Lacoste gets some good run there and fumbles the ball, and it'll go right back in the hands of Fry, right to where they started at the 35-yard line. No gain on that run after what looked to be almost a first down for Omro.
Well, that was a great run the first 2 seconds of the run. Then he fumbled the ball, but he did get through the line of scrimmage unscathed, and it looked like it was going to be a great offensive play there for the Omro Foxes. Unfortunately, couldn't hold on to the ball.
Some defensive subs coming in for the Ledgers.
And unlike forward progress, if you fumble the ball backwards, it's you losing those yards.
Right. Billy Everson, we've said his name today.
Now the Ledgers are expecting pass. You see now they only have 3 defensive linemen. Ben Baker on the far side playing a little bump and run.
Fry now going to look for the pass. Has a man past the 40-yard line, pushed out of bounds at about the 45.
He's right at the first down there. I think he got it. They're going to give it to him.
And that is Nick Steffen, his first reception on the day. It's a first down for Omro. They keep the drive alive just shy of midfield.
Well, I'm really impressed with the quarterback for Omro. He is a third-string quarterback, comes in here. The world's against him. He's playing an undefeated Ledger team that's had Omro's number for the last 20 years. And here he is. He's completing some passes. I know he's had an interception, but so far he's been throwing the ball pretty tight spirals, not too bad.
And he's doing what he can do as a third string there. Also, a tight end on the roster, like you said, Brad.
That play looked like a little confused. It looked like the quarterback and the running back weren't quite sure which hand the handoff was going to come on, if the right side or left side. Looked like a little hesitation there. And when you hesitate in the backfield, you don't have that full head of steam. It's awfully hard to gain yards. It's awfully hard to gain yards against the Ledger's defense.
Exactly, and with that hesitation from Jason Lacoste, he ran right into a brick wall, and that's going to set up about 2nd and 7 here for the Foxes. Snap from Fry, hand back off to Lacoste.
Ooh, Maul filling the hole, my goodness.
And Maul just pushes him all the way back. Man. Both offensively and defensively. I mean, there's a reason this kid plays both ways.
I mean, it's almost to the point where it's a little unfair. I mean, number 7 for Omro's a sophomore, 5'7", 165, going against a senior, number 2, Noah Mall, who's 6'3", 220.
Yeah, tell me who wins that match.
We all know. We just saw who won.
We just saw who would win.
I noticed the Ledgers are doing a little bump and run coverage in the defensive backs. You got Kuhn in the near side of blitz here.
Maul blitzes right away, and it's Schoofs. His first tackle on the day is a sack and a tackle for a loss, and that's going to force the Foxes to punt here on their second drive.
First time we've said the name for number 44, Tate Schoofs, but man, lately he's been on fire. The first game of the year, 2 interceptions, player of the game. Last week, 12 solo tackles all over the field, number 44, Tate Schoofs. He's fast and quick. He's not as big as Noah Mall, but man, he makes the tackles.
Yeah, between Schoof and Mall, they both lead the team in tackles, but Schoof's definitely a huge leader for this defensive team.
Last week there was a lot of bad snaps. The Ledgers did not get any block kicks, but they were very close. Bad snap.
There's the punt from Omro, able to regather it, a little bit shorter.
Oh, off his helmet.
Off the head. And that's going to go out of bounds at about the 30. I've never seen that, Brad.
Well,
a punt off the head.
Luckily for Kuhn down here on the near side, the ball went out of bounds, because if it would have stayed in bounds, that's a live ball, and Omro could pick it up and run. Now, if it happens like that, if it's a kickoff and no one touches it, the kicking team can grab the ball, and it's dead as soon as they touch it. But on a punt, it's a live ball. So if that would not have gone out of bounds, and just, let's say, sitting down there at the 40-yard line, any of the Omro players could have picked it up and went to the house.
And that would have been a huge change of momentum, something Omro definitely needs right now. 23 seconds left in our Quest Interior scoreboard here in the first quarter. I would imagine Springs just ends this quarter here with at least a play or two.
Again, Omro only one safety. They're trying to stack as many guys in the box as they can to stop the Ledgers' offense.
They will motion Brody Highland right in front. They'll hand off to Stellmacher. Stellmacher gets through. Some great runs we're seeing from this kid. He's got a first down and more just shy of midfield.
That was called the Ledger trap play. Number 52, Jackson Pels. He's the near side guard. He's pulling. And when I say pulling, he's actually taking his hand out of the ground, wrapping around the center, and he's going to try to beat the defensive tackle on the far side, and he did just that. He put his head on the right side of the guy, got a great block, and Stellmacher off to the races.
5 seconds and counting. Anderson going to let it run out before he gets that snap off. So a great first quarter here for the Ledgers. It's been all of them. They're up 14-0. We've seen a pick to set up another score. Stellmacher, both touchdowns for St. Mary Springs. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter here on RP Sports.
Each week, Len's Truck Center of Fond du Lac salutes an area student athlete. Congratulations to Rhett Lavaca, who wins the honor this week.
Got my first offer by the University of Ohio, and then it just kind of went on from there. Obviously, just some schools coming in, talking to me, seeing what's up, seeing my size, my frame, and some schools giving me offers based off of that. But when I got my offer from Minnesota, I went to the camp and I went to the camp. They pushed me hard. I did well. Right after the camp, they offered me. I committed on the spot to Big Ten School. Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, I'm grateful.
Rhett leads the team in total tackles, and he was one of 3 players to pace Fond du Lac last week in total tackles with 9. Again, Rhett Lavaca, inside linebacker for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, number 34, is our Student Athlete of the Week from Len's Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports.
I think, too, just seeing all the guys in front of me that were leaders, I'm able to be that leader.
We got the trucks!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 4 Fond du Lac Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Jeff Willis, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Elistad. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Ledger spreading out. They call this spread, where they basically have twins left and twins right. Look for a pass here.
Anderson will motion. He's going to hand this one off to Holzman. Holzman gets to the first down marker, pushed out of bounds. Not till he gets past the 40-yard line. Great run there from Holzman.
And Holzman's a very fast guy and a big guy. You get him a full head of steam. That play is designed for him to be at full speed when he gets that handoff from Ben Anderson. Took it to the edge, and Omro just does not have any contain tonight. Their defensive tackles and defensive ends cannot contain the Ledgers. The Ledgers are having their day getting outside and getting big yards.
Yeah, Ledgers just seem to have done everything right and have attacked everything wrong that Omro has set up for him here.
Kale Krusik, number 9 on the last play, had a great block.
They've stuck with that same shotgun formation. They'll fake the handoff, throw out to Brody Highland. Highland gets to the 40, gets around a defender, breaking some tackles, dives to about the 30-yard line.
That's the second screen they've ran. The first screen was to number 4, Ben Baker, and that was called the killer screen. The killer screen, the receiver, number 4, Ben Baker, is actually running towards Ben Anderson. It's an easier throw because it's not so far. That last play was called a bubble screen, where Brody Highland's actually going away from Ben Anderson, but also he's going away from the linebacker. So it's designed to catch the ball and get away and down the sidelines. Another big gain for the Ledgers.
They will line up with 2 up top. Highland down low at the numbers. There's Stellmacher next to Anderson. Anderson going to keep. He's got lead blockers in front of him. Working with some green, hurdling more. Getting around, still going to the end zone. And Anderson, aside from that hurdle, nearly untouched to get in there, Brad.
Amazing. What a great run by Ben Anderson, the senior captain. I think he hurdled a guy, juked out 2 other guys. What a great run. That might be one of the best runs of the whole season. We got to write that down for possibly Len's Truck Center play of the game.
Absolutely. Definitely the best run of the night and definitely a contender for Len's Truck Center play of the game. What a run by Anderson.
I think Ben was a little jealous of Stelmacher getting all the touchdowns. He said he wanted to find the pay dirt.
Coots will be out there to kick the extra point. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a single flaw thus far, Brad, in this Ledger offense so far. There's Coots to kick it away. No doubt about it, right down Main Street. It is 21-0 with 11 minutes, 11 seconds left here in this first half.
Well, Bentley Coots, again, like I said, he's the backup kicker, but he's been kicking on the varsity. This is his second year. He kicked all last year, field goals and extra points when Babler went down. Babler, again, has tweaked his kicking leg this week, his quad. Not a serious injury. We were expecting him possibly to play tonight, but really no need for him to play tonight because Bentley's very capable of kicking. And in fact, they're neck and neck. Bentley won the kickoff, and Babler won the field goals, but they really could go both ways.
Yeah, Bentley's done his job tonight. He's been perfect on his extra point attempts and doing his job kicking the ball downfield.
In the high school football kickoff, you have to have 5 on each side of the kicker. Enjoy these high school football kickoffs because it will be only a matter of time before high school, I believe, will copy the NFL and have the NFL-style kick. Less injury-prone and less concussions.
Basically anti-special teams. A line drive kick there will roll to about the 5. Huth will let it bounce, and now he'll pick it up and run. Spinning around, still on his feet. I thought he was going to be met there at about the 15 by some Ledgers, but he's able to get around him.
A nifty run by Mason Huth, the senior, but if he could have done that over again, what he should have done is he should have went out of bounds, at least had 1 foot out of bounds, and then grabbed the ball. If that would have happened, the refs would have thrown the flag, and he would automatically got the ball at the 35-yard line. He decided to take it the hard way and didn't even get close to the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of coaching point that maybe he's not aware of. If you're a Packer fan, you might have seen Randall Cobb do that a couple times in his career.
I was just going to mention Randall Cobb, the prime example that I remember doing that.
It doesn't happen very often because the ball's got to be just close enough to the sideline for the player to be able to reach it with his foot out of bounds, but that play would have definitely worked for him.
Instead, Omro will take it at about the 20-yard line. Fry is going to keep, and he's tackled way behind the line of scrimmage there.
The Ledger defense is now starting to swarm, and Omro is definitely outmatched here up front and at the linebackers, even to the safeties. This could be a game where a lot of the second string, a lot of the sophomores get a lot of action, which is good for the Ledgers because those guys are going to be the next regime that's going to come in. Like I said, Bob Highlands says the Ledger football program doesn't rebuild, they reload. Omro right now is probably rebuilding right now. They have a first-year coach. This is his first year coaching 11-man football. He coached 1 year 8-man football after playing football at Ripon College.
They line up in that same ISO formation. Fry is going to keep, look downfield and throw. Just overthrew a target there that was open, and that was Mason Huth. He's got most of the targets from Brock Fry today. Just missed him on that throw.
Now, Brock Fry, he looks like an athlete, but he doesn't look like a very seasoned quarterback. Even his footwork, even him dropping back, it doesn't look like he's very polished at throwing the ball, and that's very natural if he has never played quarterback before. He's a third-string quarterback. He didn't come into the season thinking he'd be getting snaps from center.
Yeah, no, he came in as a tight end on the roster, and here he is under center at home in Omro's second home game here.
Against the number 3 ranked Division 5 team in the state.
Fry under center, going to step back, look for Huth again. Ooh. Good coverage there, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. That was knocked out by Ben Baker.
And the Ledgers had 3 defensive linemen there basically anticipating the pass, thinking that Omro has to pass. It's 4th and long. They got just that, and Ben Baker was a shutdown corner. Again, another incompletion. Don't throw Ben Baker's way. Omro, it's not going to end up good.
No, and he's already picked one tonight and set up the Ledgers for another scoring play. He's going to be back to receive the punt from Bryce Westergaard.
Van Horn and Cooner are the 2 blockers for the Gunners. The Gunners are the guys on the far side trying to get down to the field and make the block.
A shallow punt, not even going to get past midfield. Baker lets it bounce. Now he's going to field it at about the 50-yard line. Working upfield, breaking tackle, still on his feet. This has a shot to maybe go to the end zone. And he's tackled down just past the 20-yard line. Great return there by Ben Baker.
Ben Baker is worth the price of admission, Dylan. When he gets the ball, exciting things happen. Wow.
First down and exceptional field position to start the believe this is the 4th or 5th drive here for the Ledgers, but it has just been all them here momentum-wise with 10 minutes and counting now.
And this is what we anticipated. The Ledger offense doesn't want to put the second-string quarterback or the second-string tackle or the second-string wide receivers in quite yet because it's a long season. These guys are still trying to refine their game. It's important to note, though, that the Ledger offense is completely in. Every passing play, every running play is all in this week. They have their full playbook at their disposal.
Baker taking more time here with the huddles coming out. Anderson, excuse me. They've stuck with that same formation. Fakes the handoff to Stellmacher, looking across the field for a Maul. Touchdown. I mean, just like bread and butter, Brad.
Well, Maul's having a heck of a game. And if you notice, the Ledgers have been throwing a lot on first down. Almost every first down has been a throw. And we anticipated that because the Ledgers kind of knew that this game was, on paper at least, a big mismatch. The Ledgers don't want to throw a lot towards the end of the game because they certainly don't want to look like they're rubbing in anyone's, Omro's obviously down right now. Their program is down. So they're trying to get Ben Anderson sharp, though, for the next couple weeks when WLA comes in, when Camel Sport comes in, Lemira comes in, some of those big-time games that you've circled for the whole season on the schedule that could be very challenging for the Ledgers.
Coots to kick the extra point, and it is up and good. 28-0 here, a 5-second drive, Brad, set up by a very exceptional Ben Baker punt return.
I'm worried about number 61 Bentley Coots getting tired.
Yeah.
He's been kicking now. He's got to run all the way back to the 35 and kick again. I mean, get that guy some water, Dylan.
Yeah, his right leg is going to be shot by the end of this one.
Now, I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to predict that sooner or later, number 6, Caden Rotman, will come in and take over Bentley Coots' kicking responsibilities for tonight. He's also a sophomore. The sophomore class, I'm not sure how this happened, but the sophomore class of St. Mary Springs is full of kickers. All 3 of them are sophomores. You got Babler, Coots, and Rotman. Rotman's the kicker on the JV team as a sophomore.
There's a good chance, Brad, that your prediction is fulfilled tonight with the amount of kicking that Bentley Coots has had to do.
Now, the running clock is at 35 points or more of a lead, and that's not until the second half. So far, this will be normal football until the second half.
9:55 here on our Quest Interior scoreboard. Coots to kick it away, a deeper kick back there. Booth will receive it at about the 5. And he'll get to the 20 still going before he's met with resistance just shy of the 30-yard line at about the 28.
The number one thing that Coach Highland's going to preach is stay mentally sharp. He does not like mistakes. He does not like mental mistakes. His team is the dominant team tonight. It's pretty obvious by the score. But he does not want his players to let up. No matter if you're the starter or the second or the third string, he wants you in there mentally sharp. So he doesn't want any offsides. He doesn't want any John. He doesn't want any running the wrong play. Fundamentally sound football is what Coach Highland preaches, no matter what the score is.
Fry under center there. He will hand it off to the fullback, his first carry of the game, and that's Wyatt Powers, the 6'1", 210 fullback.
A very basic play, a very easy play to run, which makes sense. You got a third-string quarterback. You're not going to do a lot of triple fake options, right? So Omro's playbook is very limited. They are going to try to run the ball and try to, run as much clock as they can to kind of keep things rolling here and look for next week.
And it is a shame coming into this game. You're 9 minutes in here, left in the second half, and you already focus on next week. And this is really just work here for the Ledgers at this point. Up 28-0 early on in this one. Fry will hand it off. A fumble there, and it's going to be recovered by the Ledgers.
Now the Ledgers, if you know how Bob Highland coaches, they very rarely go full pads. So during practice, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they will normally just have helmet and shoulder pads. So when they do run, they call it scout team or running first team offense versus second team defense, they'll go to a thud, which basically means you go to you hit the guy, you kind of wrap up, but no one takes anyone to the ground. This is the first action these starters have had of full football since last Friday. And you'll notice that a lot of high schools are going to that because they don't want people injured during the week. They want to play hard on Fridays, refine your game Monday through Thursday.
Absolutely, and it came in handy
for
him
pass
there.
Here. Flood.
Anderson will keep it rolling left. Has
Why not?
Mull. Why not throw it to the big guy? Still on his feet and pushed out of bounds.
Another Omro player hurt on the sidelines here.
That looks to be...
That's that sophomore running back,
Jason
number
Lacosh,
7. We
yeah.
talked about him before when he got hit by Maul at the line of scrimmage. It's just my heart goes out for some of these players. This has been a problem for some high schools around the area. Most notably North Fond du Lac. They've been limited with so many, few players that a lot of times they have freshmen and sophomore in the varsity that aren't really varsity players quite yet. And what happens is you go against a senior, an 18-year-old senior that's very strong and big. It's a mismatch to say the least.
They're going to motion in Brody Highland. Anderson will keep with some lead blockers, still working around. And he's wrapped up there. Good gang tackling there by the Foxes.
And again, we talked about that. When Ben Anderson's running like that, I'm holding my breath because we don't want Ben Anderson to certainly get hurt, and we certainly don't want him to get hurt when the score is 20-0 against the Omro Foxes tonight.
That was Parker Kashubowski who initiated that gang tackling there on Anderson at about the 10-yard line. Excuse me, the 8-yard line, rather, that.
Ref's got something going on here.
Yep.
Injury, timeout. There's only one trainer here tonight. The Ledgers did not travel with their athletic trainer, Tyler Schwartz, so Omro's trainer is running over to the spring sideline. Let's hope everything's okay with the Ledgers' offensive and defensive players over there. And it's easier to stop the game so that trainer can just run across the field. It's easier to go 51 yards across rather than all the way around. It's an interesting fact, Dylan. The field is 51 yards wide. Most people would think a football field would be 50 yards wide. Kind of a weird number to be 51 yards wide.
And we mentioned in the pregame how kind of unique this field is as it goes east to west, like you were saying, rather than north to south.
And it doesn't matter now that the sun's down, but the first 10 minutes of this game was very odd that you were going into the sun.
Exactly.
Ruel in the game.
They'll hand off to...
That's number 27, Corbin Ruel, the senior running back. And they're going to start filtering some of these guys. Corbin Ruel, he deserves some touches. He got a concussion earlier this season and was put as the second-string running back and never was able to get much action because Will Stelmacher has just been such a great runner all season long. But they'll start filling in some, I see number 7, Xander Lenz over there at quarterback. He's throwing, getting his arm loose. I see some other sophomores getting ready, getting stretched out over there. I see a lot of the players that normally don't get a lot of playing time to get some more playing time tonight.
Yeah, I would imagine the depth chart definitely gets explored here for the Ledgers. Anderson with Ruel next to him, and a flag is thrown.
And Ben Anderson was trying to get the defense to jump by his cadence. The cadence is, the set, go, hot. But unfortunately, he tricked his own offensive lineman. Billy Everson jumped on that one. Billy will get an earful on Monday film. You can't have those mental mistakes. Bob Highland does not like mental mistakes, and that is the epitome of mental mistake, making a mistake before the play even happens.
And especially as an offensive lineman when you should know what the count is and know what that cadence is going in.
Look for Ruel to get the ball again here. Ruel's the 27, the running back.
He's lined up next to Anderson. Anderson will look to pass.
Ooh,
and
nice
he's
catch.
got Highland, I believe, in the end zone there.
I believe that's actually Rebeck, number 8.
Khalil Rebeck, my mistake.
Great catch. That ball was slightly behind Khalil Rebeck. He had to kind of jump behind himself. That was a very athletic play by Khalil Rebeck for his first touchdown of the season.
And that's his first catch of this game, and it goes for 6 more. Ledger's up 34-0 here, 7:26 on our Quest Interior scoreboard.
And again, for the listeners that don't quite understand the rule, the rule is called running clock, and that's when one team is up by 35 points or more. This point will not matter to that rule yet, though, because it's not the second half. So still, everything's the same football as normal. But if this was into the second half, we'd be running clock, which means no stoppage of play.
Coots' kick is up and good. Looks like he got hit there at the end. Somebody got hit.
Well, Omro's still going strong. Omro has not quit. They're trying to block even the kick down 34-0. Now it's 35-0, but they're coming strong in every play.
So it has been all Ledgers here in this one, up 35-0. We'll take a quick 30-second break here.
Hey, I'm Jeff Cornelli. I'm the owner of Tavern on the Avenue, Bob's on the Avenue, Just Love Coffee on the Avenue. Just Love Coffee is a franchise out of Nashville, Tennessee. We actually interviewed 30 different people, and these people are above and beyond better than anybody else. 90% of the money that is made in the coffee shop is donated to charities. There's nothing in Fond du Lac like this business. It's very upscale, it's family oriented. We got kids games, the kids can play their games, the families can come here at birthday parties and have coffee at the same time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live from Omro High School. St. Mary Springs Ledgers up 35-0 in this one, just shy of 7:30 to play in this second half. Coots' kick is away. It is back to Huth.
Oh, he slipped.
Huth slips there.
But his knee did not touch. He's not down.
Still going there. Good return here. We've seen quite a few of those from him today. Still on his feet. He's able to get past the 30-yard line.
Ooh, the sophomore number 15, Jack McGuire, wishes he had that one back. He was going to light up that player, and he just got misdirected the last second and missed the tackle of his life.
So Omro will come out here. I mean, really just looking for any momentum they can get here. Down 35-0 here. 7:13 left to play.
Omro had a coach that had been here for many, many years. Omro had won 3 conference championships recently in the last 20 years. A decent program. That coach retired when his son was done playing football as a senior. This is a new coach, a new regime. This is his first year coaching 11-man football. He spent 1 year last year coaching 8-man football, and the year before that he was a football player at Ripon College. So Omro is learning from their coach, and their coach is learning from them.
And this is Eric Dahl in his first year as the Omro Foxes coach. Taking a little bit extra time here to get the offense reset, kind of get their breath, recharged here, because a lot of these players playing both ways as our St. Mary Springs. So some extra time being taken here to start this drive here for the Foxes. So Fry will line up under center as he has all game.
Looks like Ben Baker's out, and now we look like number 9, Kale Krusik is the defensive back on the near side here.
No motion, Huth. Fry will look back. He's going to throw to Huth there on that wheel, and it's picked off by Holzman. Holzman, the safety, gives this ball right back to the Ledgers.
And that's what his position is called, the free safety. He's free to go wherever he wants. He reads the eyes of the quarterback. He lets the pass come, and he just intercepts it. Just perfectly timed by number 1, Jack Holzman. He read it all the way. Perfect play by Holzman.
Great play by Holzman.
Ben Anderson coming out again, number 3, starting quarterback, remains in the game. Bentley Coots, the kicker, now is going to get on the offensive line. He's going to take over for Beckett Longley, number 77. Big Beckett is going to get a rest. The junior coming out, and number 61 is going to play right tackle Bentley Coots.
And this is what you're talking about, Brad. A lot of those sophomores, underclassmen, going to get some playing time tonight. A lot of reps for them. Anderson lined up in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, hands it off. Huge run here, and untouched to the 20, to the 10, pushed out of bounds there at the 5-yard line.
Great run by Ruel. Like we said, he's a senior running back. Hasn't got a lot of carries this year, but definitely talented. Very quick, very fast. Not fast enough to go to the house there, but big guards, 30 to 35 yards in the first play of the game here. First play of the series here.
Ruel got through the all stages of the defense with ease, it looked like, and then he was chased down there at about the 5-yard line, but a great run there by the senior Corbin Ruel. He's been in the game since the start of the last drive.
I'm not sure if the Omro defensive back was faster than Ruel there, but he had the angle, and it's tough to outrun that angle unless you're Bo Jackson.
Ruel will be lined up next to Anderson on that same spot. 2 receivers outside for
Maul's
the Ledgers.
Maul's still the tight on the far side.
Low motion Highland, hand it back off to Ruel. Wrapped up right away. Good defensive gang tackling there for the Foxes.
That was not good blocking on the Ledgers there. The Ledgers did not get everyone blocked on the line of scrimmage there. That was a play doomed from the start.
Wyatt Powers was in there right away to make that tackle and wrap up. Joey Kuhn comes into the game at wide receiver.
Noah Maul on that last play, they ran right over Noah Maul, their senior captain. He hit the defensive tackle just one time, then went to linebacker, and that wasn't enough. That guy that he blocked 1 second was the one who actually made the tackle. Now same play the other way here.
And they're going to hand off to Ruel. Brad calls it same play there. Not going too much, though.
2 plays in a row, nothing going for the Ledgers there. That's the best back-to-back plays for the Omro defense this entire game.
3rd and goal from the 4 for the Ledgers. Ben Baker's coming back into the game, it looks like.
They're just basically trying to run over their tackle and their tight end. The Ledgers are trying to put enough guys at the point of attack for Ruel to get in the end zone, but both times stuffed to the line of scrimmage. Good for the Omro Foxes. That's they're obviously not going to win this game. They're trying to find some positive things that they can talk about during film on Monday. When I say film on Monday, on Mondays when all the high school teams will watch the game, slow motion, replay, and try to tweak their teams for next week.
And they will analyze every bit of this game. There's Ruel again, wrapped up right away and thrown down to the ground.
Ledger's got 4th down. Don't be surprised if they go for it.
There's Liam Forster, the big man in the nose gap for Omro. Wrapping Ruel down there, and it'll be 4th and goal here.
One thing to note is we have never had a bad snap this whole season. I hope I'm not going to jinx the Ledger's center, Caden Pitts. He's also a captain. But when you don't mention the center, that's usually good because there's no bad snaps, not week 1, not week 2, or tonight. Caden Pitts was a center last year for the first time and doing very well again.
Anderson lined up in shotgun with Ruel behind him. Omro showing blitz, they will. Anderson going to keep. He's got Ruel to lead block, trying to jump over, and he gets into the end zone, breaks the plane once again. Ledger's up 41-0.
Ben Anderson is just a great runner. He is very fast. In fact, last year he was the backup quarterback behind Bauer. And Bauer definitely could pass better than Ben Anderson. But I believe Ben Anderson ran the option better than Bauer, and I believe he was an overall better runner than Bauer. But obviously Bauer was a senior captain quarterback, and he had the sights on that starting quarterback the whole season. But Ben Anderson, we all knew that we had a gem waiting in the wings with Ben Anderson, number 3.
And he's been just that. 3 games this year, and he's been stellar in all of them. And here's Coots to kick it away to make this game a 42-0 shutout right now in favor of the Ledgers. 3:16 left to play in the second half on our Quest Interior scoreboard. We'll be back in 30 here on RP Sports.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Welcome back to RP Sports coverage of high school football. St. Mary Springs Ledgers traveling to the Omro Fox Den here at Omro High School. And they are up 42-0, doing an absolute number here on the Foxes. Coots will kick it away, a shallow kick. Huth will charge in, get it at about the 15. He'll try to work his way through, absolutely blindsided there. And extra pushing there at the end of the play as well.
The last kickoff, like I said, number 15, Jack McGuire tried to make the tackle and make a first tackle of the season on kickoff. He didn't quite get it. That time, he was not to be denied. He made the tackle. Good for number 15, the sophomore, Jack McGuire. He's also the snapper on extra points and kickoffs. He's also the snapper for all those. It's kind of funny. Last year, he was a freshman, and we said, hey, who wants a snap? And Jack goes, I'll try, because his brother also was a snapper. First snap was perfect. He's never relinquished that spot yet.
And he's out there flying around making good plays on special teams.
He's a great running back, too. He's also the starting JV running back. He'll get some action Monday night at the game at home versus Omro.
Fry hands it off to Powers. Powers met by a huge resistance there of Ledgers.
One thing to note about the Ledgers offense, very balanced this year. In fact, coming into this game, the Ledgers had rushed and passed for the same amount of yards, both. So when you're playing the Ledgers, how do you defend that, Dylan? I mean, do you stop the run? Do you stop the pass? Ben Anderson is a dual weapon quarterback. He can run the ball with also other players that can run the ball, but he also can pass the ball. The Ledgers will surely be a load to bring down especially when it comes to playoff time, because you can't really defend that. They're very not one-dimensional. Can do things both in the air and on the ground.
Yeah, an absolute dual threat team are the Ledgers. There's Powers again. Shoofs right there right away and gets at him about the line of scrimmage. He maybe got a gain of 1 there, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
It'll be tough sledding against this Ledger defense. They're forcing the Omro Foxes to pass, which we know they don't really have a great passing game. The Ledgers got a lot of guys in the box. When I say a lot of guys in the box, basically 4 yards from the line of scrimmage and 8 yards across is the box. It's a rectangle box. And basically what coaches will call that is if you got too many guys in the box, you got to throw the ball. If you don't have enough guys in the box, well, then you can try to run the ball on them. The Ledgers are usually typically wanting to run a 3-4, which means 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. Typically the reason they do that is Ledgers, being a small school, don't have a lot of big guys. So sometimes they only can have three big guys at the varsity level. Right now they have 4 down linemen, and they have 3 linebackers basically just wanting the Foxes to pass the ball.
Fry's going to pass this time. Has pressure coming right away, and he's sacked behind the line of scrimmage.
There was nowhere to throw the ball. That was more of a coverage sack than anything. No receivers were open. Krusek, Holzman, Highland, everyone was biting down on the receivers. Nowhere to throw the ball. This is going to be tough sledding for the Omro Foxes. This game could get out of hand real quick.
Yeah, 30 seconds and counting here on our Quest Interior scoreboard. Already 42-0 deficit here.
And the Ledgers, I mean, they're not trying to embarrass anyone or do anything, but these kids lift weights all season long. There's only maybe 10, 12 games on a varsity schedule per year. These kids are out here competing, trying to play for more playing time, and of course have fun. But it's pretty fun when you're up 42-0. It's demoralizing being down 42-0, and it's still the first half.
It looks like this clock is going to run out. We're probably going to be taken to the end of this second quarter.
Now there's 40 seconds in between plays, so Omro knew that. They decided to call a timeout with 3 seconds left, because if they would have let any more time go off, they would have been a delay of game and would have had to do something, either punt or kneel it. With 3 seconds on the clock, what Omro could do is have the snap go to the quarterback or the punter, and he could run around and just fall down. And then the half would end, and the Ledgers would be up 42-0. Or they could practice their punt and work on a game. I mean, they got another 7 games this regular season as well. They're trying to prepare for their next week's opponent. So it's really what this coach wants to do. Does he want to just take a knee and just kind of get to the halftime, or does he want to chance it and kick off to a very potent returner at number 4, Ben Baker?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to. If I'm Omro, I don't want to kick to Ben Baker. Only bad things can happen.
Yeah, that might be your lose situation right there. And, for Omro, like you said, this is a game to work now. You're down 42-0. You're going against one of the best teams in the flyweight division here at the WIAA. This is a good game to get under your belt and look toward the rest of the schedule.
That looks like what they're going to do. The quarterback is going to get the ball from center. He's going to drop back 3 seconds and just kneel it. There's not a punt here. They're just going to delay, just try to run out the clock.
Yep, Fry under center. He'll hand it off to Powers. Powers going absolutely nowhere as he's wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. That is going to be the end of the first half. And Brad, it has been all St. Mary Springs Ledgers.
The Ledgers can't be happier with the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. Special teams, everything was clicking there. Kind of what the Ledgers were expecting. Omro's a down team this year, especially with so many injuries they've had. The Ledgers are going to probably get a lot of sophomores and second stringers in there the second half and try to get ready for later in the season.
We will be back here at Omro High School for the Holiday Automotive Halftime Show here on RP Sports. St. Mary Springs Ledgers and Omro Foxes. St. Mary up 42-0 here at Omro High School here on RP Sports.
What's rewarding to me about my job is being able to see apparel that I've printed out in public. That's what makes me feel proud.
I never really look at everybody as just a customer. They're more of a friend. When they come in, my purpose is to make everybody look good and feel comfortable in what they're wearing. It's important for us to build and just have that relationship. You're not just a number. We want to know you, we want to get to know you, we want to work with you. That's one of our main focuses and goals at Hoppers.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefit and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagla Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Fond du Lac Credit Union knows that we all have many different goals that we want to achieve in life, like paying off debt or planning your dream wedding. We also know that sometimes unfortunate things can happen that are out of our control, like car trouble or a broken washer and dryer. For all of your personal needs, Fond du Lac Credit Union has personal loans customized just for you. Wherever you are in life, Fond du Lac Credit Union can help get you to where you want to be. For more information, simply visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Kendra is another great success story from Into the Woods Wellness of Fond du Lac.
Some of the services that I really love is they offer a salt booth, sauna, IV therapy, and vibration therapy. Those are some of my favorite. I was able to work with a coach, and we looked at what I need for myself and my body and my hormones, and we made a plan. Foods that I eat, exercise that I need. You'll carry this knowledge with you forever.
Into the Woods Wellness of Fond du Lac.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy to pre- and post-orthopedic surgery to work-related and sports injuries, the staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to your treatment, recovery, and return to the lifestyle you're looking for. With locations in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein, Back in Action has a one-on-one approach that's second to none. Learn more at backinactionrehab.com.
Are you unsure of what career path you want to take? Musa Sheet Metal is looking for motivated individuals to join their highly regarded apprenticeship program. Throughout the program, you'll learn the skills to be able to run your own job site. A career at Musa Sheet Metal is a chance to join a driven team working together to design and build products to help build communities. Learn more at musasheetmetal.com. That's musasheetmetal.com.
Build products that build communities. Apply at musasheetmetal.com.
Connect with the road. Love what you drive and where you get it during the SUV season sales event at Holiday. Shop Wisconsin's #1 for giant selection, get more Mazda for your money, more for your trade, and score enticing offers like rates as low as 0% on Mazda favorites, while you enjoy Team Holiday's exceptional guest care.
This team is tight and passionate about taking care of their drivers.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Mazda Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Omro High School. It has been all St. Mary Ledgers here, up 42-0 here against the Omro Foxes. This is the Holiday Automotive Halftime Show, at least the first part of it. Holiday Automotive Highlights is brought to you by Holiday Automotive, worth the trip. I mean, other than really, much highlights, it's really just been all St. Mary's Springs right now. I mean, Ben Baker had that pick to set up the second score, but on the offensive side of the ball, Noah Mull has just been an absolute animal at that tight end position. And then Ben Anderson, with a run of his own into the end zone, was able to do some damage for the St. Mary Springs team. I mean, they just have everything going right for them right now. And we will probably see a lot of the rest of that depth chart here in at the second half. We got 7:20 and counting on our Quest interior scoreboard here left in halftime. But, yeah, I mean, there's just really nothing much else to say, I would imagine, other than, St. Mary Springs just absolutely taking it to Omro here. And this was kind of expected here. It was a mismatch on paper coming into this game. This is a game for Omro to just work against one of the best teams in the flyway standings in St. Mary Springs and, just see what they got here. And, down to a third-string quarterback definitely isn't ideal for them, especially against a top-ranked D5 school, in the nation here in high school football. So St. Mary Springs just continuing to take it to them. But that is the Holiday Automotive halftime highlights thus far here. We'll have a little bit more when we come back here on RP Sports. St. Mary Springs up 42-0. We got about 6.5 minutes until we are back underway here for the second half. But until then, we will take a quick break and be back for some more halftime Holiday Automotive halftime highlights here on RP Sports.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 976 East Johnson Street. Patrick Elistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses. And Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint, along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
Are you unsure of what career path you want to take? Musa Sheet Metal is looking for motivated individuals to join their highly regarded apprenticeship program. Throughout the program, you'll learn the skills to be able to run your own job site. A career at Musa Sheet Metal is a chance to join a driven team working together to design and build products to help build communities. Learn more at musasheetmetal.com. That's musasheetmetal.com.
Build products that build communities. Apply at musasheetmetal.com.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents, like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally bought chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
We need play at all ages and stages of life to keep us and our communities healthy and happy and full of energy and excitement. At Burke, development, research, design, innovation, wellness, and connection guide us each and every day and help us bring the highest level of play to the communities we serve. Play gives us the power to connect. It tells us anything is possible and that we are always capable. The time is now to play.
The Roush Insurance Agency, and proud to sponsor our local athletes doing what they love. Do you have people in your life that you love? Your loved ones count on you. Hi, this is Tony Walters, agent with the Roush Insurance Agency. Let us at the Roush Insurance Agency give you a free, no-obligation life insurance quote so you're safe and secure for when the unexpected happens. To find out more about your free, no-obligation quote, give us a call today. The Roush Insurance Agency, properly insuring you for your future. Good luck, area athletes, on your quest to a state title.
Fond du Lac Credit Union knows that we all have many different goals that we want to achieve in life, like paying off debt or planning your dream wedding. We also know that sometimes unfortunate things can happen that are out of our control, like car trouble or a broken washer and dryer. For all of your personal needs, Fond du Lac Credit Union has personal loans customized just for you. Wherever you are in life, Fond du Lac Credit Union can help get you to where you want to be. For more information, simply visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Sargento has definitely given me some opportunities. I am able to live in a beautiful place like this, able to pursue all my passions and hobbies. They want us to have a good quality of life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here from Omro High School, where the visiting St. Mary Springs Ledgers have just absolutely taken it to the Omro Foxes, up 42-0 here. We got just under a minute left here in the half. This is your Holiday Automotive halftime show. Holiday Automotive Highlights is brought to you by Holiday Automotive, worth the trip. Also, have you heard of Taco Bell trivia? Ask a question, order your favorite Taco Bell menu items online, and pick up at the drive-thru at all Taco Bell Fond du Lac locations. Taco Bell, live Mas. So we got about 20 seconds and counting here in the half. But yeah, I mean, it's really just been St. Mary Springs Ledgers just absolutely taking it to Omro. Brad has rejoined us back here.
Well, the clock does show 7 seconds to half, but what high school football does, when it goes to 0, they'll put another 3 minutes on to give the players another 3 minutes. Basically, it's like finish up your bathroom break, get the popcorn, get in the stands. We got 3 minutes to go.
Right, and now it's 3 minutes and counting now, so they will have just that amount of time to warm up here before we get the second half underway. Brad, we also talked about this in the first half. Expect to see from really both sides, and mainly St. Mary Springs, a lot of, more depth here throughout this roster, a lot of underclassmen getting those playing times and getting those reps.
And the Ledgers have already just done that. They've put the backup quarterback, number 7, Xander Lenz, the sophomore, my youngest son. He'll be the quarterback to start the second half. They got a bunch of new linemen in. The center is a different center. Caden Pitts, the senior, he's going to get the night off. The sophomore, Gabe O'Brien, will come in and do all the shotguns. Again, this is only the second year that St. Mary Springs has done the shotgun formation, where the center is no longer snapping it directly to the quarterback under center. So this is the second year. This is Gabe O'Brien's first year ever snapping. In fact, his practice was the first time he ever done it.
We'll see how he can do in this second half. In the warm-ups, looked like he's getting it right to Lenz. And we'll see a completely new St. Mary Springs team here go against the Omro defense, who, again, they're really just looking to work this game, see what they got, get this game under their belt, under their schedule, as it's a tough one here to start off the flyweight division.
I think more importantly, Omro wants this game over.
Exactly, yeah. They just want to get out of here, and be done with it here. So they have 1 minute and 36 seconds and counting here on our Quest Interior scoreboard left in the half. We'll take a quick minute break and be back here for the start of the second half here on RP Sports.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
At Silica, we've built a reputation for selling the best appliances and servicing everything we sell. Standing by our customers is what makes us grow, and with 3 locations, our service area covers a huge part of the state. That's why when you see our thousands of online reviews, these are the words you most commonly see. Great service after the sale. That keeps us moving ahead for over 100 years. You won't get that with the big box stores. See for yourself why your neighbors say it's Silica for your home.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. The design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Sean, no one cares about baseball.
High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 4 Fond du Lac Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Jeff Willis, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellistad. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
To make matters worse for the Foxes, they won the toss. They elected to receive, and now the Ledgers are going to get the ball in the second half, up 42-0.
Yeah, to kick things off, and it's just adding insult to injury at this point for the Foxes. Or actually, does it look like, I think the Foxes are going to receive to start things off, it looks like.
I see, yep. The Ledgers lost the coin flip. The Foxes won. They deferred, which basically means Ledgers on you. The Ledgers had to take the ball to start the game, because if they didn't, that would mean the Foxes would get the ball to start the game and the second half. That actually happened in 1994. Welsh, Neal, and myself, Brad Lenz, were captains of that team. We went up to play in Menominee, Michigan, a big rival of ours. Pat Neal went out to midfield, and Menominee, Michigan won the coin toss, and they deferred. And Pat remembered that Coach Howland said that he wanted to, we wanted to kick off. So Pat said, we'll kick off. Well, that meant Menominee got the ball in the first half and the second half. I've never heard Bob Howland yell so much when he found that out. Because, Menominee, Michigan is a tough place to play. There are a bunch of homers up there. The referees specifically, they weren't going to correct our captain by when he said that. As soon as he said, we'll kick off, they said, okay, Menominee gets the ball in the first half and the second half. And that was the last time that's ever happened to Ledgers, because Bob Highland won't let it happen again.
Yeah, raging Bob Highland, I can only imagine. So Coots will kick it off to begin the second half. Ledgers are up above 35, so it'll be a running clock throughout this second half. And it'll be Huth to receive, as he's done all evening. We've seen some good receives from this guy. That one he gets to about the 30-yard line.
Coach Highland at halftime challenged his team that he was not happy with the kickoffs. The kickoff coverage was not to his satisfaction. He wanted more hits, harder hits. He was tired of seeing the Omro Foxes get the ball at the 5-yard line and get it all up to 30. He challenged his 11 guys at kickoff to clean that up in this half, and that was better, not good, though. The Ledgers do not want the ball starting at the 30-yard line. That's a win for Omro right now.
Yeah, handing them good field position, and Omro going to try to do whatever they can with it, but still haven't been able to get around this defense thus far of St. Mary Springs. Fry still under center there at the quarterback. He's going to hand it off, and met with
what a great
fierce
play.
defense right
number
there.
55, Ephraim O'Brien, the junior defensive tackle, took on his man, created distance between the offensive lineman himself by spreading out his arms like a bench press, got rid of his blocker and made the tackle. Number 55, Ephraim O'Brien, who's also the starting tackle on offense, now getting a little defensive line action.
Yeah, and he's doing good right there to start things off as he brings down Wyatt Powers, who isn't exactly little running the ball back there for the Foxes.
Ephraim is a big guy. He's a very strong guy. Weight room, never misses a day of working out in his life.
And that's exactly what head coach Bob Highland wants to see out of his players. That'll be a good run there for Omro. That ended up faking out me. I thought Powers was going to get that ball, but it was handed off right up the middle there. And it's good enough for a Fox first down.
Coaches told the players, look, we're going to get some other guys in there, and it's your chance to prove to them you deserve more playing time. This is not mop-up duty. This is not let's go half speed. This is all the way, 100%. Show the coaches what you can do. Maybe you'll get more playing time later in the season or certainly playoff time.
Fry will try to hand things off up the middle once again.
O'Brien.
And O'Brien.
Somebody's got to block 55, or it's going to be a long night for the Foxes offense in the second half here.
And he was unblocked on that one. But, yeah, O'Brien just taking care of business to start off this first drive, starting off this second half strong at the defensive tackle position.
He's a tough, stout guy. He can bench press 325 pounds, very strong in the legs, great body to be in a D lineman in this game. He got off the ball a little slow there, but he made it up because he didn't get blocked. I'm not sure. Definitely Omro forgot to block number 55, Ethan O'Brien. He's had 2 tackles down to start the second half.
And at this point, how can you forget to block him right there? Fry running out of bounds there.
Number 45,
around the outside.
Jackson Sabo, the sophomore, coming up as a linebacker. Didn't make an impressive hard tackle, but got the jersey just enough to slow him down and swing him down.
This will set up 3rd and long for the Foxes.
It's important to note that the Ledgers are not going to change anything on the defensive side of the ball. They're going to run the same schemes, the same blitzes, the same everything. The game is in hand, but they still want to work on their sophomores and juniors and some of the seniors out there so they can get better. There's no letting off the gas here. They're going to keep doing exactly what they practice all week long. It's just the scoreboard's basically might as well be turned off right now.
Fry under center. He's got 2 halfbacks in the backfield. Going to look for his first pass of the drive, throwing deep downfield and overthrow his man there.
Again, number 8 for the Foxes, Brock Fry, their quarterback. You can tell he's not a seasoned quarterback. He almost hops back when he drops back. He doesn't shuffle back like a quarterback normally would in NFL, a seasoned quarterback, something like that. He does not look natural back there, which is understandable because he came in the season having no idea he'd be playing quarterback on week 3 of the Fox Valley opener. Now, important note, Omro is tied for the lead in the conference. Everyone's tied, right?
Yeah, technically.
First week of the conference here. Everyone's 0-0. Ledgers look to go up 1-0. Oh, block.
That blocked punt there. Going to be fielded up and taken in. My goodness, what a way to start off for St. Mary Springs. They just keep that pressure going. And that was Josiah O'Brien. We've seen him make plenty of plays on special teams throughout the season and more today.
Well, coach challenged him and said, Josiah, you be a stud this game. He was not able to play last week, but Coach Howland said, look, you should want it more than anyone else. Watching from the sidelines all week last week, he's taken advantage of all of his chances. I believe we got a hurt player for the Foxes that could be their punter.
Yeah, Tanner Piper is down.
It was a bad snap, and that let the gunners, they call it, the guys who are rushing the punter to get breathing down the neck of the punter. And as long as the defensive man hits the ball first, he can hit the punter. What's illegal is if the punter gets hurt first. That's either running into the punter or roughing the punter. Running into the punter is only a 5-yard penalty. Roughing the punter is a 15-yard penalty. But once that ball's hit first, then it's normal football. That punter might as well be a running back because he can get hit. And unfortunately, a lot of times it's a dangerous play because his leg is swinging around and it can be some serious injuries there.
We'll step aside while they tend to Tanner Piper. You are watching Ledger Football here from Omro High School on RP Sports.
Here we go.
Really?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Omro High School. Ledger's just scored off a blocked punt, and Tanner Piper is being carried off the field after he was ringed up after that block punt. It was Josiah O'Brien making the block and then recovering the ball and running into the end zone untouched, making this score 48-0, adding insult to injury here.
What a great play. Everyone for the Ledgers is happy for the play, but the second string offense is like, come on, what do we got to do to get in the game here?
Coots is still out there to kick. And he'll send the extra point right through.
Should be noted another.
Oh, and that one, no, he didn't get that one.
Well, look good from here.
Yeah, my eyes deceived me on that one. That's his first miss. I was about to say he was perfect all night.
He's been so automatic, Dylan. I looked down, I thought, it's just a normal field goal.
It's just going to go in.
An extra point. It's almost like the NFL where extra points are kind of almost the most boring play in the NFL. It's like you go to the refrigerator to get something out of the fridge when the extra points come.
Yeah.
By the way, what is the score of that Packer game? We should really tell all of our listeners they should probably mute this, because we don't want to spoil it for anyone who's got the DVR from DirecTV or maybe on pause on a Peacock or Hulu or whatever streaming device you're using to play the game tonight.
It is second quarter. Packers are up 12-7 currently right now.
Ooh, that's considered an away game.
Yeah.
9.5 hour flight.
Yeah. So a close one there.
One thing to note, the special teams will not change. The Ledgers will have the exact same kickoff, the exact same extra point. Everything will change because last year a similar thing happened. They were at Laconia, big lead, and one of the players forgot to go out there. They only had 10 guys in extra point. That's when Lucas Babler got hurt at Laconia because there was only 10 guys in the extra point. They sent in and hit Lucas's leg and injured him.
Kuz's kick gets about to the 10. Huth running around, trying to dance around those Ledger defenders.
And again,
to just shy of the 25-yard line.
Bob Highland will not be happy with that. He wants his kickoff to do a better job than that. He wants them to calm down, smash mouth football. That's Bob Highland style. He wants you to elude the first block, but when the second block comes, you take it straight on because you don't want to go left or right because that's what opens up big holes on a kickoff return.
So the Foxes will head back out there on the offense. We've mentioned the Ledger second string offense has not seen the field yet this half.
Number 70, Bobby Keeble's the nose tackle right over the center. 55, O'Brien is the right tackle on the near side here.
Fry steps back. He'll make the pass to Wyatt Powers. Powers gets about 5, just shy of the 30-yard line there.
What's interesting to note is these sophomore players that are playing are going to play a lion's share of the second half. They're basically going to get 2 games in a 3-day stretch. They're going to play almost this whole second half on the varsity level. They're going to rest Saturday, rest Sunday, and guess what happens on Monday? Omro JV comes to town, plays up there at the Ledge at St. Mary Springs, and all these sophomores are going to get to play again, which just makes you that much better of a football player. And when Bob Highland says we don't rebuild, we reload, this is one of those things that helps that. When you play as a sophomore, as a junior and senior, the game seems a little bit easier for you.
Yeah, repetition is what these players need right now, and they're going to get loads of that here in the coming days. Hand off to Powers. He's able to get the first down and more. Good run by him. He's taken on a lot of the workload throughout this second half here for the Foxes.
Well, the Foxes are going to move the ball. They don't have a lot of second stringers, really, because they don't have a lot of players in their team in general. I only see maybe about 11 guys in the sidelines, which means they have about 22 guys in their whole team altogether. So it's not like they really can put in the freshman left tackle because they don't have those guys. They only have 22 guys in the whole team altogether suited up tonight.
Yeah, this Foxes team will remain relatively the same, whereas St. Mary Springs will bring in a lot of those second-string, third-string players. Hand off to Powers again. A lot of good runs from him. Gets through the tackle and is still going to get past the 50-yard line. Seen some impressive stuff there from Wyatt Powers.
Well, good for the Foxes to move the ball. Again, the St. Mary Springs, the coaches don't care what year you are. They care about your effort and execution while you're between the lines. Right now, a lot of guys are getting their first chance of playing varsity football. It's a rude awakening for some. I remember my first play, I absolutely got blown up thinking I embarrassed my family and my whole self. But unfortunately for me, I had a defensive back came up, made the tackle on for me when I was a sophomore first play.
They'll go pitch to Wyatt Powers once again. He'll get past the line of scrimmage, get about a gain of 3 there, just shy of the 45-yard line.
I like the gang tackle with the Ledgers. A lot about 7 or 8 Ledgers there on the tackle. That was a good pursuit of the ball. Yeah, it was a sophomore year. We were in the playoffs, first round, Dylan, and I was the backup defensive end, and Al Hippus got a chin strap malfunction, so they had to put me in the game. I was only a sophomore, probably about 150 pounds soaking wet. Ran out there. We were playing Fox Valley Lutheran. They saw that they had a sophomore skinny kid playing defensive end. They ran a toss sweep right at me, but I didn't know any better, so I ran as hard as I could, took on the block. I absolutely got blown up. I think I got flown in the air 4 or 5 feet, but I landed so far in the backfield, the running back had a belly out, and the defensive back came up, made an 8-yard loss, and the coach said, "Good job, Lindsey."
That was a welcome to the show moment for you there.
I had
hand back off. Ooh, good
nice
stop
play.
there.
Is that O'Brien again? Oh,
I
my
believe
gosh.
so.
Maybe this is exactly what the coaches were saying. Show me what you can do when you get your chance. Ethan O'Brien, starting tackle for the offense, but wow, maybe we got to get him in the game on defensive line here. But he's having a show here.
Yeah,
highlight reel.
Yeah, he is really earning his colors here on the defensive side of the ball. This entire second half has been a force to be reckoned with there on the edge. That'll set up third down here for the Foxes. Powers is checking back into the game. That last run was made by Dylan Lakosh, the younger brother of Jason Lakosh. A year separates those two. So Powers will be back in the game there at halfback.
Blitz.
Fry takes the handoff. It'll be to Powers this time. Gets through a good run there for the first down and more, just shy of the 30-yard line into Ledger territory.
Well, good for the Ledgers. I mean, good for the Foxes moving the ball. They're going to be able to build off this for next week because it's a long season. They need something positive to talk about Monday. It can't be all negative. They're going to talk about this drive. They're driving the ball. Let's see if they can finish it off with some points on the board. The Ledgers, I don't care if you're the starting player or the second stringer, you don't want to give up a touchdown. The starters specifically don't want to give up a touchdown because if they do, no blasters for the starting defense. And a blaster is that decal that goes in the helmets.
Hand off to Powers again. They're going to keep feeding him.
And that does
Good
not
tackling
matter.
that time.
That does not matter. The Ledger Way football program is no matter when the point is given up, if they get a shutout, the 11 starters on defense get a blaster for their helmets. But if they give up a touchdown, no one gets a blaster. It doesn't even matter if it's just 1 minute left in the game, it's up by 50, the game's in hand. The Ledgers coaching staff will treat that like the Bible and never go off that rule.
Jack McGuire and Billy Everson were on that tackle on Powers that last play. Here's second down. Hand off to the fullback, and there's O'Brien once again. Who else making that tackle right at the line of scrimmage?
Human highlight reel for 55 O'Brien. He's definitely going to get the coach's attention to get some more playing time on the defensive side of the ball. Now, he was a sophomore last year. He was going to be on the kickoff team, and he was going to be the starting right tackle for the JV. He got hurt in the first game of the season on kickoff. Tore his ACL, was off for the whole year. There's actually 3 O'Brien brothers on the team, 3 of them. And last year, all 3 were hurt. This year, knock on wood, no one's been hurt yet in the O'Brien family. Keep staying between the lines there, boys.
Fry under center. He'll hand off to Powers once again. Powers breaks
nice
through.
hit.
Good gang tackling there. And I believe that was Jack Vandersanden.
Number 9, Kale Krusek coming up strong. I love the pursuit and the aggressiveness by number 9, Kale Krusek. That's twice now that I remember saying Kale Krusek being really aggressive on the defensive side of the ball. He's a wide receiver playing a little defensive back, challenging himself, challenging the coaching staff to say, hey, get me in, I can play too.
Yeah, I believe Vandersanden was the one who wrapped up Powers there, and then Krusek came in for the kill.
It can't be Vandersanden or Vandergritten. Vandergritten's 75. Vandersanden's actually hurt.
My mistake.
I don't think
false start there on the Foxes. Fullback moved.
Vandergritten is number 75. He's not playing defense right now, but he will get some action on the offense line. He's one of the biggest guys on the team. He's 6'1", 290 pounds, tipping the scale. He'll be right tackle in the near future here for the the Ledgers.
That might have been Caden Pitts who actually made that tackle. I might have got the numbers mixed up a little bit there.
We might have to get Radio Plus to do rewind because Caden Pitts is definitely not going to play this half unless something drastic happens because he's the starting center captain. Caden will be out. He's resting up. He's probably got his shoulder pads almost off by now.
So a false start moves the Foxes back. We'll retry fourth down. And there's the pitch to Powers. Powers going to try to make something work here. Good tackle there. Stops him short. Turnover on downs. Back in play for the Ledgers.
Running clock is really going to eat up this. I mean, it's a change of downs, but it's still running clock. That's the bad thing about running clock. And when you're a second stringer, you want to get in there, you want to get some playing time. But with a running clock, it's almost impossible to get some good action because it's just the clock never stops.
And that's going to wrap up the third quarter here. 12 minutes straight through, and we are down to the last quarter here. Ledger's up 48-0. Looks like the officials are holding things here.
Face mask on the Ledgers.
That'll be an automatic first down, keeping the drive alive for the Foxes now going into this fourth quarter.
The second string offense over there, what do we got to do to get in the game?
Yeah.
the Foxes have had the ball this whole second half.
Yep. Yeah, they have not seen the field this entire second half, and we went a full quarter there with all Fox offense out there.
Yeah, that running clock is a very weird rule. It's changed this year, whereas running clock can go anytime now, even in the second quarter if it's a 35-point lead. But in the second quarter, if the lead ever goes less than 35, it'll go back to normal football. During the third quarter, it is running clock if it's 35 points or more. During the fourth quarter, if it was 35 at one time and now it goes less, it will go back to still running clock. It's very, very confusing. I even talked to the refs at halftime. They didn't quite understand it, but we got it all figured out, and now we know. But again, the Fox are going to remain in possession of the ball here unless they're saying that the penalty happened after the fourth down was down. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, I believe it was a face mask maybe during that play which moved them back. But the Foxes will start off with the ball here in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside for a quick break here on RP Sports.
The innovation you've been waiting for is here. Built on the 16X Cheez-It platform, it's the first flavor matrix stable enough to make a Cheez-It tostada possible, and cheesy enough to power the Crunch Wrap. Because if you want to change the world, you have to bring something big to the table. Think big.
Be a free play at the end of the quarter. I mean, you're really going to.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Omro High School. Ledger's up 48-0 here. We are now in the last quarter here. The Foxes trying to do anything they can here to get some offensive momentum.
4th and 1 here. It's such a weird chain of events here. No pun intended with the chain gang there. It's 4th and 1. Referees didn't really know where to spot the ball. Center sneak.
Fry keeps it, and he'll get the first down, and Moore gets through, and he's into the end zone. This will be a late touchdown, what Omro needs to build any sort of momentum. When they look back at the film room on Monday, this will be something positive to look back for. Brock Fry able to score.
The score now is still going to be a 41-point lead. We'll still have running clock here in the quarter, but I have a good story for you, don't know. There was a time when the Ledgers were going to go up by more than 35 points. Highland called a timeout. The Ledgers were at the 2-yard line. If they scored a touchdown, they would be up by 36 points. Highland did not want running clock. He wanted his offense to get a little bit more action, game action, because like I said, during the week, it's not full pads, it's not real football. So what Bob Highland told his quarterback, option right, quarterback fumble. The quarterback said to Coach Highland, "Excuse me, Coach?" He said, "I want you to fumble the ball, but make sure no one in the stands knew you did it on purpose." Here's a 2-point conversion.
2-point is no good, stopped just short. So it will remain 48-6.
So the Ledgers fumbled the ball. They remained the lead with like 33 or 34 points, and it was still normal football, so they could get some more plays in for their starting offense, and then, of course, the second stringers when the time was right.
Yeah, that's a crazy story, Brad. I mean, can you imagine, as good of a coach as Bob Island is, as the quarterback being told, hey, you got to go out there and fumble the ball?
That's one of the best Bob Highland stories I've ever heard.
So now the second string offense of St. Mary's Springs might be able to see the field here.
Well, unless the starting kick return takes it to the house. I see all the same kick returners out there. This should be the starting kick return. And because we switched quarters now, we had to switch sides now. It's a little confusing. The Ledgers will be going right to left.
Yeah, Holzman, Mall
now
are both back there.
Omro's here to try to get some positive things going too. Don't be surprised if they onside kick it. What do they have to lose? Last week I was really shocked that Madison Edgewood didn't elect to onside kick it. They actually had a chance to win the game with 5 minutes left. They were only down by 2 scores. They decided to kick it deep. Things did not go well for Madison Edgewood. We ended up winning the game. But the thing is, there's only so many things you can practice during the week. Have the Foxes even practiced an onside kick? I'm not sure if they have or not.
Yeah, I would imagine it gets sent deep here. Line judge calls time.
Now
we're back in.
The 5 front guys to Ledgers, they can't be closer than 10 yards, but they could be back as far as they want. There's no rule that says they have to be where they are. They just can't be less than 10 yards from the ball.
Tyler Rowland's going to send it away, his first kick. It's a very shallow one at that. It'll be bounced and fielded. I was about to say cleanly, but I'm able to rebuild.
Keep in mind, Omro hasn't scored much this season, so that was maybe only his second or third kickoff of the season. They've only had, one touchdown, and this is their third game. And they've had a couple either start the game or second half, but he hasn't kicked the ball much.
Garver Beekle received that kick. So St. Mary Springs will be set up just shy of the 30, just ahead of the 25.
Now this is Lenz, the sophomore, Xander Lenz at quarterback. He did get some action the first game of the season against Lake Country Lutheran once the game was in hand.
Lenz will remain in that same formation, and he's going to hand it off. Good run there.
Run.
Yeah, going for about 3 yards there.
And Jack Holzman's still in the game, number 1. He's the X, and number 45, Jackson Sabel's the tight end. And those guys will be kind of interchangeable next year. This is real. What you're seeing right now is kind of the backfield of the future for the Ledgers. Ruel, the senior, is the running back, but number 15, Jack McGuire, will come in eventually to get some sophomore action in the backfield.
Yep, Ruel remains in the game, and we got a official timeout, and that's going to be Omro taking a timeout here. So with Omro taking a timeout, we will take a timeout as well. You are watching high school football here on RP Sports.
In 1925, Winnebago Lutheran Academy opened their doors to the first class of Vikings. For the last 99 years, WLA has offered a welcoming and safe environment for our students to learn and grow. We are continually blessed with a dedicated faculty and staff who inspire our students in their academic pursuits and, most importantly, in their spiritual lives. As we begin our 100th year of education, we look back on all the blessings we have received from God and acknowledge the grace upon grace He has provided. Thank you, Fond du Lac and surrounding communities, for 100 years of continuous support.
Brock Fleischer here with Homestead Realty. I know that buying and selling a home can be stressful. I'm here to help. Are you ready to sell? I have buyers waiting for a home just like yours. Are you looking to buy? I can sell any home that's on the market, and I'm here to get you pre-approved to purchase, along with finding the best loan and lender for your situation. I'll even go as far as arranging movers. For an easier real estate transaction, give me a call. Brock Fleischer, 920-960-0555.
Welcome back to Ledger coverage from Omro High School. Rule's going to get this handoff and be met by a pack of Foxes there.
And now, if you would have told me that high school football would be competing against the NFL on a Friday night for viewership, I've been said you're crazy. But the Packers are playing tonight. What is the score, Dylan?
It is 19-14. Packers still ahead right now. They got 3:33 left in the first half in the second quarter there, so tight, close game there right now.
What you might have noticed is a lot of high school games played last night. It was just total coincidence that they were trying to get off on a – that is only to help the referees. There's a shortage of referees. That's why a lot of games were played last night.
Lenz fakes the handoff, now going to look for his first pass. He's got a target there.
Block.
Good block there.
Oh!
And able to get a lot of yardage there past midfield.
Tough play on number 32, Josiah O'Brien. I thought he had a great block.
Yeah,
they caught a flag on him.
We've called his name quite a bit. They're going to get O'Brien on a penalty there.
They're going to call a penalty on, but they will give him the first down because Lenz's pass to Wilson was for a first down. They'll now take the penalty back from where the foul happened. So it'll still be first down Ledgers.
They get O'Brien on a block in the back.
And Lenz loves throwing to number 40, Zane Wilson. Zane Wilson is a fast, good athlete, tall, slender. Lenz likes to throw to him. He also likes to throw to Jackson Salvo, number 45. So look for those guys to get in the capacity game. Lenz is a drop-back thrower. He can run, but his game is definitely not running. He does a lot of 7-on-7 tournaments during the summer, which is 1,000 throws. And he's really repped up on the throwing the ball. His spiral is very good, and he can throw it all over the place. Over the middle, deep, whatever you want, he's very accurate.
And he's looking to get some reps and work here in this final quarter of action here from Omro High School.
Replay and third down.
Gonna look deep there. Has a man, and it's a first down at about the 40-yard line. Good pass, good catch there from the Ledgers.
Yeah, they didn't give the Ledgers the first down before, which is surprising because I thought Zane Wilson caught the ball for first down. That penalty on O'Brien negated that, but Len said it's okay. We'll do it. We'll do it twice. Second verse, same as the first.
That was a good bar there, Brad.
When you're up 48-6, we got to think of something funny.
Exactly. Got to get creative.
We're probably losing some viewership to the Packers.
Lenz will line up in the shotgun. He's got Ruel next to him. They're going to motion Holzman.
Option.
And Lenz will keep it. Run in there. Gets hit hard, but pops right back up. A good hard run there by Lenz.
Now, Lenz is a sophomore. Last year he was a freshman, and he was the backup quarterback to Ben Baker, actually. His first action last year on the JV level was the same exact play, option left. He started doing pretty well, running 4 yards, 5 yards gain, and then he got hit by a sophomore linebacker, fumbled the ball, scoop six for Lake Country Lutheran. That was his first decent run on the varsity level. He didn't fumble. That's good.
Yeah. Showing improvement there. Second and short here. He's going to keep and look to throw. Deep downfield on the left side. Right side, excuse me. And he's got Josiah O'Brien. O'Brien still on his feet. Not going to be denied. Gets to about the 15-yard line. Huge play there, Lenz to Josiah O'Brien.
Well, Lenz had a great week of practice. He's had a lot of action in practice. What I mean by action is last week, Ben Anderson was actually sick for a day, so he came in. He was the starting quarterback all practice that Wednesday. Ben Anderson came back, was healthy, of course, and played last week. And then this week, Xander Lenz is the scout team quarterback. So he plays second-string offense for the Ledgers at practice, but then when the first-string defense comes in for the Ledgers at practice, he's the scout team, which basically means he's going to run Omro's plays. Then also, he gets to run 15 or 20 plays for the JV level. So he's getting better at football at each and every practice. He's not sitting around at all. He's getting plenty of snaps on both sides of the teams, JV and varsity.
And that's exactly what you want to see when head coach Bob Highland says, we don't rebuild, we reload. And this is reloading that future here for the Ledgers. They take a quick timeout. We will take one as well. Here we're watching high school football here from Omro High School on RP Sports.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person
Welcome back to Omro High School. Lenz takes the snap. He's going to hand it right off. And it'll be good for a gain of about 3 or 4 there on that run.
What you're seeing is the future for the next couple of years of the Ledgers offense. Don't be surprised if the Ledgers start throwing the ball 20, 25, maybe 30 times a game next year and the year after with Lenz at quarterback. They have a lot of talented receivers that are all very young. Lenz throws it very well. What you could be seeing a little air raid for Ledgers offense coming up, which is surprising because Ledgers have been always known as a running team. However, there's been years where the Ledgers' best play was the quarterback draw because their quarterbacks couldn't throw that much. This year, Ben Anderson throwing the ball. Xander Lenz definitely capable of throwing the ball as well.
Lenz takes the snap. He's going to hand that one off. And right up the middle should be good enough for the first down.
And that was a design run. It was definitely not an option. Xander Lenz was going to hand off to Jack McGuire that whole time, but the Ledger coaches are going to see that. Lenz had the edge. If he would have kept the ball, which was not the design, was not the play, but if they do run option and Lenz keeps that ball, he's going to walk in for a touchdown untouched.
Just under 6 minutes left in this one on our Quest Interior scoreboard. Ledgers looking to go above 50 here. Lenz will hand that one off to McGuire. McGuire just stopped short at about the 1 yard line.
It's so fun though to opening day, first game of the season a couple weeks ago was obviously a great time. It was all non-conference. Now we're starting to bread and butter the conference playoffs here. Every week is important because if you mess up, you may not get a chance to be a conference champ. Right now, everyone's tied 0-0. After tonight, there'll be 4 teams that are 1-0 and 4 teams that are 0-1. It'll be a 4-way tie for first place.
Len's going to come out there in the shotgun. He'll hand it off to McGuire. McGuire trying to punch through, and looks like he's able to do it. And there it is.
Oh, they got it. All right.
They give him the touchdown.
That's Jack McGuire's first touchdown at the varsity level. Good for him. That'll be a blaster for number 15 to put on his helmet. Now, Jack McGuire has actually got quite a few blasters because you get a blaster as the starting, if you're a field goal team, which he is, he's a snapper. Every time they kick a successful field goal, he gets a blaster. He's got already 3 for the season.
Helmet's going to be full of blasters if they continue to play like this.
It'll be tough to catch Noah Mall. That kid's going to have both sides of the helmet by the end of the year.
Oh, yeah. And Noah Mall, I mean, in this first half alone, haven't seen much of him in the second half, though, because he's definitely going to get that rest. But that first half, absolute dynamite performance from him. Coote set to kick. A high snap is fielded cleanly. That one looks like it's going to go right through and good. 55-6. Ledger's just pouring it on Omro here. We'll be back in 30 here on RP Sports.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Welcome back to Radio Plus coverage of Ledger football here at Omro High School. Dylan Eckhart, Brad Lenz here on the call. The second team offense finally able to get out there and do their job. They put up 6 more, and then the Bentley Coots kick makes it 7. It is 55-6 here. 5:07 left on our Quest Interior scoreboard. Coots set to kick it away here for the Ledgers.
Coots is going to be tired tonight. That's like his 15th kick.
He sends that one into the end zone. It'll be enough for a touchback. Yeah, that right leg has got to be throbbing after tonight.
Well, I guess he'll be in good condition for the home stretch here. We got a lot of big games coming up. Lemira, Campbell Sport, and Laconia are the 3 opponents in the flyway that I'm guessing are going to win tonight. WLA is also going to be one, but we don't worry about WLA because they're at the end of the season. They're the last game of the season, but Lemira is definitely returning a lot of starters. Lemira will be a definite good opponent. Campbell Sport got a great football program. There's going to be some tests to the Ledgers. Tonight was not a test for them. Tonight was almost like a bye week. The bread and butter of the schedule is coming up.
They're looking to close things out here. The game is pretty much won, but those second stringers just looking to work here, and they have done so on the defensive side. That run not going much anywhere.
And now number 75, Josh Vandergrit, the sophomore, 6'1", 290. It's his first action of the season. He's been hurt. He had a bad back to start the whole preseason. The contact days, all those first practices. He didn't practice in any of them. He's really been behind because of the bad back. But he had some small surgery done, some injections done, which loosened up that disc, and now he's back playing football. Great to see 75 Vandergrit back in the field.
And the Ledgers looks like they got a player limping off, and that's Ethan Crego.
Crego's a sophomore running back on the JV and a linebacker. Played football for the first time last year. He was a soccer player. All of his buddies said, hey, you're going to St. Mary Springs. Come out for football. He said, okay, and the rest is history.
And here he is on the field. That one pitched out. Gets through there, wrapped up by the big man.
Hey, good job for Vandergren. We just mentioned his name. Now he gets a play. All right, great.
Vandergren there in at nose tackle. The big man clogging up the A-gap there.
And that clock is tick, tick, ticking. I'm not sure if the Ledgers, even if they get a stop here, it'll be tough for the offense to get much time on the field because with the running clock, it's just basically a rule. It's a mercy rule.
Yep.
Because no one really wants to see anyone get beat by 40 points or something like that. So the WIA put it together so that teams don't get too much embarrassment, okay?
And we are under 4 minutes already here, and it's 3rd and short here for the Foxes in their own territory of the field. Fry still out there at quarterback. Excuse me. That one going to be ran, and enough for the first down.
And the Ledger second string offense, a big sigh of, they're not going to see the field anymore tonight.
No. It is actually Parker Kashiboski out there at quarterback right now, the younger brother of Lucas Kashiboski.
But again, a lot of these sophomores are playing right now, and they'll be playing again in 72 hours. Monday at 4:15. We'll warm up start 4:30 be kickoff at the Ledge. If anyone wants to make some JV football viewing, come out to the Ledge. That will not be televised.
Nope.
But tickets I heard are free.
Yes. 3 minutes and counting.
There's still tickets available, Dylan.
Sounds good. That quarterback keep here by Kashiboski. Good contain there, just missed. And more going to flock there. Good gang tackling there by the second string defense.
Well, number 40, Zane Wilson, who had a great catch the last drive, did not keep contained. He flew up to the ball. He was aggressive. I like the aggressiveness, but he's got to make sure if he misses the tackle, that running back / quarterback goes inside him, not outside. Zane lost contain. That gave another 5 yards for the Omro offense. They'll talk about that. They'll correct it. Sometimes it's sometimes a mistake that you have to have happen once, and it'll probably never happen again because the coaches will stress. You got to keep contained if you're that defensive back.
Yeah, and that's another one of those fundamentals that head coach Bob Highland is going to preach all season long. Here's Kashiboski under center. Takes it, he'll hand off. Good wraparound tackle there right away behind the line of scrimmage. I believe that was McGuire in there.
He must have been a blitzing linebacker. Number 15, Jack McGuire, is the inside linebacker coming on the blitz. Like I said, the Ledger's defensive coordinators are not going to change anything. Just because of the scoreboard, they're not going to say, okay, we're going to play a triple prevent or something like that. They're going to be running these guys, putting them in position no different than the starters, okay? So McGuire is now the Noah Mall, not by size, but by stunt and by defensive strategy. They're going to run him just like they do the starters.
Yeah, McGuire just punched in that last touchdown, and he's out there playing inside linebacker defensively and doing a good job with it, having success with it. Kashiboski under center. Going to hand it off once again. And good gang tackling there. Enough for the first down for the Foxes. But we are approaching a minute left here as the clock will just continue to wind down here.
And 31, Krigo is limping a little bit. We just mentioned his name. He's like I said, the starting running back for the JV squad. We don't want to lose him on a fourth quarter with 1 minute left in a 55-6 game because we need him Monday.
Yeah, and Krigo just limped off the field not too many plays to go, and he's back out there still shaking up. Hasn't been able to shake whatever's bothering him.
He's a tough kid.
Showing it out there, showing that grit, and he gets through there.
Number 73, Ethan Drydrick, slowed him down. Didn't make the tackle, but good job on that 73, Drydrick. Shooting in the gap, getting his hands on the running back, slowing him down so his other buddies can make the tackle. This will be the last play of the game coming up.
Yep.
Because even if it's incomplete, it's going to be running clock. Even if it's out of bounds, it'll be running clock. This will be the last play of the game. Let's see if Omro decides to throw it deep.
20 seconds and counting. Omro not in a rush to really get off anything right now.
I don't understand that. You got your backups in there. Let's play football. The Ledger defense, they want another play.
Yeah.
Omro, why not play another play? What is it going to hurt? All you're going to do is give another play to your players for next season or later on the season. More plays in your belt helps you become a better football player. But we're going to go to the showers 55-6.
Yep. We'll elect to end the game there. I was about to say Dimitri Penza was doing a lot of the running there for Omro to close that off. He won't get another play, though. But it is just pure dominance here, kind of what we've expected, Brad, coming into this game from St. Mary Springs. They take care of things on the road, 55-6, remaining undefeated on the season.
Well, we knew this coming into the game. The Ledgers were 3-0. What we didn't know is how impressive the 3-0 would be. I'm impressed with the score. I'm impressed with the offense. I'm impressed with the defense of the Ledgers. Next week will be a new foe. We'll prepare next week for a new opponent. This week was not the level that we'd seen in the past weeks. Lake Country Lutheran, Madison, Edgewood are definitely going to win some games this year. Omro will struggle to win some games.
And we will take a quick break, and coming up at the tail end of this break will be the Fox Valley Saving Bank post-game show here on RP Sports.
Sargento has definitely given me some opportunities. I am able to live in a beautiful place like this, able to pursue all my passions and hobbies. They want us to have a good quality of life.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
We need play at all ages and stages of life to keep us and our communities healthy and happy and full of energy and excitement. At Burke, development, research, design, innovation, wellness, and connection guide us each and every day and help us bring the highest level of play to the communities we serve. Play gives us the power to connect. It tells us anything is possible and that we are always capable. The time is now to play.
Welcome back to Omro High School here at the Fox Den at Omro High School. St. Mary Springs Ledgers absolutely cleaning house here, 55-6. This is the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? They can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local bank, Fox Valley Saving Bank. Me and Brad kind of talked about this already on the break. The BCI Burke Player of the Game. Log on burkecareers.com. Brad, I mean, there was really, a very clear candidate on who we thought the player of the game was, but you have some honorable mentions you want to go over as well.
Well, lots of guys played really well tonight. Bentley Coots was almost flawless. He missed one extra point, but he did an outstanding job coming in as the backup kicker, and the Ledgers didn't miss a beat at kicking. I would say number 4, Ben Baker, also had some great runs, some great catches, and great defensive plays. I think Will Stelmacher, at one point, he would have been the player of the game. He had the first 2 touchdowns of the game, but I'm going to say number 2, Noah Mall, the tight end linebacker, senior, 6'3", 220 pounds, running all over people at Omro. He was not only dominant on the offensive side of the ball, catching the ball and running the ball, but defensively, he was a man among boys tonight, Dylan.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, both sides of the ball, just an absolute dog, getting after it, making plays on both sides of the ball. AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. Go to radioplusinfo.com for the complete schedule. Looking ahead here for Omro. They come off a tough loss here to St. Mary Springs, but they will head on the road now for 2 games against North Fond du Lac and Lemira. And then coming up for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, they will host Laconia, head back to Fruth Field, and host Laconia, who I believe just came off a win here, I believe 20-8. See who
that
they
was
played.
Last week against Marcus, and they're playing Lamira tonight.
Oh,
That's
Lamira
gonna be a
tonight, my
tough
mistake.
match. Lamira on paper probably was the better team, but that's why they kicked the ball and put the ball into play to find out who's going to win and who's going to lose. That's going to be a tough matchup. I can't wait to see who won that game tonight.
Well, that's who's coming next week to Fruth Field. So with that, we will sign it off here. Dylan Eckert, Brad Lenz here from Omro High School on RP Sports. Good night.
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones Fond du Lac Advisors, Musa Sheet Metal, Quest Interiors, Sargento Cheese.
American Family Insurance Agent Brad Tagliapietra, Bauer Chiropractic, BCI Burke, Bob's Pizza.
Bristol Morgan Bank, Addison Jones Real Estate, Cole Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage.
Roush Insurance, Smith Builders, Marco Tax Service, AirTech Heating and Cooling.
Anders Auto Parts, Taco Bell, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Holiday Automotive.
Dynamic Chiropractic, Rademan Stone and Landscape, Everson Law Office, Hopper's Screen Printing and Custom Embroidery.
Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Integrity Saw and Tool, Fondy Family Dental, Into the Woods Wellness.
St. Mary Springs Academy, Lenz Truck Center, Fond du Lac Credit Union, Marion University.
Right Way Home Improvement, New Medical Center, Scotty's Auto Works.
National Exchange Bank and Trust, Pizza Ranch, Silica for your home, Pino Construction.
Real estate agent Brock Fleischer. Back in action.
Camera Casino.
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones Fond du Lac Advisors, Musa Sheet Metal, Quest Interiors, Sargento Cheese.
American Family Insurance Agent Brad Tagliapietra, Bauer Chiropractic, BCI Burke, Bob's Pizza.
Bristol Morgan Bank, Addison Jones Real Estate, Cole Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage.
Roush Insurance, Smith Builders, Marco Tax Service, AirTech Heating and Cooling.
Anders